everybody knows I'm not using him.
We are moments away from
9
Game
times out of
6
10,
of
if
the
I'm running
NBA
past the play,
Finals,
I'm
presented by
looking at that nigga
YouTube
like, oh,
TV.
someone pressing, oh, I don't see that nigga.
Oh,
You know how you can tell when they get by the
Game
loop. That's a right block that nigga on top. 10 out of 10. Yep. But if that's not going, then I have other routes that's going to me. So it's just taking 2 seconds to get from my thing is, you see him goes like that. Oh yeah, it's a right. It's a touchdown. If you were pressed, if you would have just brought me pull back, I would have had a different situation. But that's an easy goal route. And he sees me changing the routes after a while. So he knows, and you see, when Russ goes in, it's the time to go. But that's my thing. Like my thing is like, how did you not pick up this on me like that? I figured you out since 20. Yeah, he had to take. When I was watching that, and like you said, when he got desperate, he went back to the basics, and I'm like, that's not gonna get you. This is not, man. Like I was watching that, and I was frustrated. I was frustrated for him. I'm like, no, you got to switch it up. You got to switch it up. Like I know for me, one of the formations I'm running a lot more is single back. I'm running out of single back and I'm passing out of single back. I hate single back just for the fact that everybody knows pressure. Single back, like by the time you do that little 3-5 step out, it's so this is the caveat that I learned about single back and the reason why I like it. Single back will allow you to see if you're gonna run the ball, if it's man on man blocking, meaning that if you got 3 or 4 down linemen plus two or 3 or 4 linebackers, because there's no fullback, right? So everybody that you have to account for is hot, meaning double tight ends and 2 wide receivers or 3 wide receivers and a tight end and a running back, right? So all of those guys, when you look pre-snap, I can easily tell zone or man. Easy. If I see zone and the way that I'm running, I have more people than you have people, I'm going to break that run. I'm not saying I'm going to score, but I'm going to get 8+ yards. The odds are in my favor. If I know you're playing man to man, regardless if you're blitzing or not, I could look at the front 7 and be like, okay, my lineman matchup, my lineman against your defense, let's go. And I can find a gap and get 7+ yards. When I see them crowd, okay, boom, pass this shit. Because my tight end with the Ravens is Mike Evans. You changed it to a tight end. And what was his name? Adrian was talking about, oh, that ain't gonna do nothing. Okay, nigga. I told him my tight end. Don't changing people all the time. No, he do, but mostly defensively. Yeah, mostly defensively. But to me, the tight end is extremely valuable. Why do you think I changed? My tight end was a wide receiver. I know. I turned. I'm like, bro, what tight end is a 92 or like 91? No, because Mike Evans, like, bro, when I see, and this is the other thing I like about single guy, like, or having multiple receivers on one side. Because I can tell, man is up. Man, like this. Now it's just kind of deciphering, okay, who am I playing against? What type of zone are they running? Because I can see it. I don't even have to like guess. I know man or zone. And then when I run one of the formations I really like is I form close. No. I form twin something. Both of my wide receivers on one side, my tight end is on another. I have one thing I can tell you the name of the thing, but my tight end does the corner route. And when I see him one-on-one with a linebacker or a safety, it's a wrap. So then what happens is no huddle. What they do? Oh, let me go zone. Let me run. Oh, you zone. Let me run again. Oh, man, tight end. Or so both the route combination is corner, post. The outside guy runs a flat. And what I do is I run a drag on the outside guy. I let the post go. I let the corner go. Because if it's man to man, I'm going to my corner, to the corner right. Or if it's man to man cover 2, and sometimes the linebacker will play underneath and the safety over time, then I already know I got my post. I'm an inside wide receiver because I got 2 fastness. So I'm gonna beat somebody, and then all else fails, I got the drag. I got a drag with a fast ass nigga coming across. I love the drag. The drag is a safe is a safety my safety net. Damn, you remember it? Did you sell this shit? No.
But yeah, the drag is the safety route, bro. Like especially when you playing against a nigga that bring pressure.
The drag is
gotta bring.
That's what all y'all do. That's why I love it so much. And I'm like, bro, I gotta have somebody underneath. Because most of these niggas, it take too long for them to get out. Like, y'all be pressing and shit.
Mm-hmm. But I got the best press corner in the game, though.
I don't know about that, bro. I got the
Marlon Humphrey.
I may have
the number 1 corner in the game.
I may have the best secondary period. I don't know about that. Period, bro. I don't know about that. Period, bro. I don't know about that.
Now you do have the most interceptions in the league.
That's the best secondary to me.
But this is how I can combat that. I have 86 sacks. The next closest team is 40. So to me, part of that is my secondary. You can't throw shit.
Who's giving up the touchdown pass?
Me? I have the best overall defense, but I also play the least amount of users. So that's a little skew.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, if I got a cup in my hand, it's gonna be a lot of yelling.
It's already ready. Go home.
You been ready. Shut up.
You can't do it. You can try.
He. Hey, if they lose tonight, I do want to recognize Devin Booker for putting on one hell of a life.
Oh, okay. I feel you. So losses is not that important then, because you don't recognize Booker, but you couldn't recognize the guy that scored 46 and had 15 assists. Like he trash because he lost. But Booker gets recognized.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about
Devin
the
Booker.
main one asked me how many did they win or lose? What's most important? He lost, so why he gets recognized?
I'm saying recognition for his part in trying to win.
What about the people that we talked about?
I'm saying like he's doing a good job. You recognize him doing a good job.
Oh
no! Oh yeah! All right, $1 million move, $2 shot.
Hey, but he put them brakes on that nigga though.
DJ Tucker got it going.
Hey, I know y'all don't know cars like that. He put them carbon ceramics on him.
What you say when you used to coach people?
Nah.
Hey, go sit next to the coach.
Nah. He's still gonna be all out on that court. He making moves like that.
No, it's nice. My point is, y'all killed that man.
Who do we kill?
You killed Luka. You killed who else lost? Y'all killed the Knicks.
Luka.
Y'all killed them for losing.
I said Luka can get to a home game. I asked Luka to get home. Devin Booker got 2 of them.
Oh man, so to win a home game is that's your barometer.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Man, you're supposed to win the game.
You're supposed to take care of home.
Same thing. Take care of home, so they should win.
I'm not saying
so
I didn't say anything about Devin Booker being a superstar or anything like that. I just said he played a great finals, and like you can't say that Devin Booker did a good job.
Played a great. That's my point in the whole. That was my point in that series.
This is where they're gonna lose the game. Bucks are struggling tight, and Suns can't.
No one said that Luka didn't play great. He said it didn't mean nothing because he couldn't get at least one game at home, which they did.
Man, look.
Oh yeah, they played sloppy. This is a sloppy. Somebody got to figure out who.
A lot of emotions.
Somebody got to figure out who wants this more.
It's not that. It's just settling down. Everybody's hyped. Everybody know, hey, if we lose, the Suns know we lose this shit, it's a wrap. The Milwaukee Bucks know if we win this shit, we get our first chip since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar before he was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So it's a lot of tension right now. Nobody settled in. They gonna have to play out some of that tension. Because look at this. What is this? Almost 2 minutes and something into the game.
Yeah.
It's almost 4 minutes in.
You know what I'm saying? So they just gotta. Oh, that's a good curl. But everybody's just tense. They'll even out.
Y'all got tonight.
I originally said Bucks in 7, but I don't know. I feel like Phoenix to me will show if they got heart if they win this game, and I think they can show that.
Scott Foster, baby.
You call that?
Scott Foster.
I think Phoenix should win tonight, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks.
They're not winning.
The Bucks should definitely try to close this out because it's going to be hard to win on the road. But I think Phoenix can win the tonight. If they don't, I'm going to have other shit to say about this.
But it's context though. Because if Chris Paul comes out here and he balls, bro, like, what else is he supposed to do?
He got to get the dub.
But if he played good enough to get the dub and they don't get the dub, that means it's not on him.
That is my point.
It don't matter. What do we say
That
about
does matter.
No. What do we say about KD? Remember that game with KD where he had nobody was by himself? Like, bro, he got it. That was all saying putting the pressure on him. Like, LeBron can get a game. We always talk about superstars and get a game. This is the game that he got it.
But KD already got a game. And
no, we didn't know that at the time.
But at the end of the day, they still lost when KD put up a hell of a performance. That's not KD's
That was
fault
the
that
second.
they lost.
That was the second time. The
I
first time
understand
he got the gun.
I understand that, but how many times can you do that?
That's my.
When has Chris Paul done it in this series?
That first game.
Yeah, that
won
first
that
game.
first game. He had 32 and he had all those.
I went game one when it don't mean shit.
What do you mean don't mean shit? Do you understand?
What do we?
Do you understand that whoever wins game one typically has a higher percentage of winning the series? Who wins game one?
That
Even-
cap.
even
So
that's important.
what was that cap that you said typically? I seen a lot of niggas win game one and I win the fucking from
Nick, what I'm saying is the percentages are in your favor if you win game one.
Even that second game, he held serve. Remember Booker struggled the first two games. So Chris Paul was the steady force those first two. Now he struggled up after that. He was
then Book became the steady force. They haven't played well together yet.
Yes,
in the fight.
All I'm saying is that this is the game that Chris Paul needs to win. And on top of that, y'all talked about this big three. I called out 8 in that one game. He showed up for the Clippers, but it seemed like it's been 2.5 minutes since then.
But see, my thing to people who and this for the champ too. Why ain't this Booker's game to win? What?
Because Booker has he dropped back to back.
See, but that's the thing about basketball.
Don't pass that up.
If you got 40 points and 2 assists and 3 rebounds, to me, y'all roll a serve, you're gonna score 100 points.
But he's not.
It don't matter who's
he's not the facilitator. So I wouldn't expect
win. Thank you.
But he's not a big man, so I'm not expecting him.
But if Chris Paul is getting
shoot that
defense put on him like that, you got to turn into a facilitator. It's your job to try to wear multiple hats. You got to contribute in other ways in the game.
Well, to me, Chris Paul is telling Devin Booker, play your game. Do what you do best. At this point, like, you got to do what you do best. I'm not saying that Booker couldn't be more helpful in other areas, but
that's Book's
asking
game.
a nigga to do more than score 40 is like, come on. What else?
But Book's game is Book's game.
did the same. That's my point. We did Giannis.
Giannis has always had an overall game.
We did the Luka. We did it.
Luka's always had an overall
game. We asked him to do more than 40.
We asked him to win a home game. We asked him to win a home game.
Booker can get us 10 assists.
Booker can't get. When the last time Booker got 10 assists?
That game last
he got it in the series.
Yeah, he scored 40.
I want to say it was like the first or second game.
But that's an anomaly though.
Against the Clippers. That was the first time getting 10. But my point is, with a guy like 8 who needs to be fed and needs help to get
my thing is
up to both those guys.
But my thing is like, does him get like? Is that what they really need?
Yes.
Or do they need someone else to step? Like Ayton should be dominate. Should try to at least dominate.
Ayton is the type of player.
And this ain't no big three.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No.
Because that's all I want to get. This ain't no big three.
It's a big three.
How is it a big three?
Because his numbers are very all-star like. He didn't make the all-star team, but if you look at other big men that did make the all-star team, his numbers are comparable.
Is he impactful on this team?
Yes.
His success.
They wouldn't be as good as they are without DeAndre Ayton.
His success is predicated on those guards making sure he gets into the game.
Just like Shaq.
Shaq could be Shaq without them setting him up.
Shaq is way more. Shaq is dominant.
100%.
Ayton is not dominant.
100%, because we never seen a physical freak like that big and that nimble, right? Now, how many times did we see middle to older Shaq grab a rebound, dribble all the way down, back a nigga all the way, dunk? Doesn't happen. Shaq grab the rebound. Hey, Kobe, Penny, where you at? I bet. On my way down here. All right, boom, ball move. All right, let me get my position. All right, let me get that right. Oh, shit, quick double T kick out. Hey, swing. Let me move over here to the other block. Let me get the ball. All right, bet. Oh, I see the double T, boom, spin. Yeah. Big men are not initiators. Big men, for the most part, are finishers.
No, it's not. I was on another one. Hold on.
My bad, Q. I saw it now. I was about to say something.
My thing is all I'm saying is this. Booker has been playing well these last few games. He's been playing well. And then 2, Ayton needs to step up somehow, some way.
But see, it's somehow, some way to me, and this is just me talking. For me, Booker,
because clearly Chris Paul and Booker alone can't get it done.
Booker's scoring and he's doing what he does.
Yes,
but Booker has to add more right now. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for him to make those plays for others. We don't necessarily need.
He kept him in the game though.
When we talk about
he kept him in the game though.
When we talk about Giannis, some games that
Recording in progress.
When we talk about Giannis, I said Giannis don't need 40. We need Giannis to about 30, but he needs to get some other people involved. That's the same thing with Book. Book don't need 40. Booker needs to score 30.
They needed 40 from him though.
No,
to keep him in the game.
No, they didn't.
So they didn't need 40 from the last game.
No, they didn't. He can now. He can. My point is, Booker can score. He's one of the greatest scorers in the league. Period. He's an elite scorer, but Booker can do other things. Booker can rally the troops in the league. He's the type that can get 8 minutes there, get 8 minutes off early, so 8 can get going. And if 8 gets going, he's gonna do more. He gonna get more rebounds. He's gonna get more putbacks. He's just gonna play a stronger game, but he has to be fed a little bit. And that's up to Booker because Chris Paul getting a lot of pressure. He's under a lot of pressure.
That's probably why the video looked the way it does. I don't know. Yeah. But I just trying to get Q on. I think I just lost the video feed altogether.
Oh shit, Middleton played.
Middleton played in the first game. Remember he was guarding Booker in the first 2. They're just too big.
The crowd is just ass catching.
You know who I look at bad on kids right now, and I ain't gonna say I don't think bad of him, but Bridges.
I feel like Cam Johnson could outplay him.
He has.
Cam Johnson should be getting more minutes.
There you go.
He has, but I can see why Bridges is the vet at this point.
But you got
Cam Johnson been there longer than Bridges. Hey, I
think Bridges was there since that trade. I think Cam is the only player drafted that James Jones had. Everybody else was there before.
Yeah, you're right. He did that.
So yeah, Bridges been there. He's the vet. That's why he got my hands.
But still, to me, as a coach, it's always about who's playing the best. Yeah, I don't care about seniority to a degree, right? Like seniority's gonna be.
This is the finals, though. That's why I feel like
I'm especially going when he's playing the best.
Yeah, and he's been playing with no fear. He's honestly Cam Johnson, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he's been the second best player on this team. In the finals. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because when CP's been playing good, Book hasn't been playing good, but Cam Johnson has. Cam Johnson has been probably the most consistent player on the Suns team.
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting double figures every night in very little minutes. And when he's out there, he's making impact.
You take the captains off.
See, and then this is where Monty got to make this is where Monty got to make a couple of coaching decisions. When Chris Middleton gets hot, who's checking?
Recording in progress.
They need to put Crowder on him, body that man up. Crowder got a bigger body. He's not taller than him. He got a bigger body. Cam, come in here. You taller and lanky them over. Come guard this dude. I don't care about no offense. Just guard this guy. Because Middleton is the one guy on Milwaukee. If he gets hot, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You're not gonna beat them. They play too good of a defense. The Greek freak is too much. If this nigga Middleton ain't missing.
Well, he is. You know, Pat Connaughton and Cam Johnson are both on make that. Pat Connaughton has been playing some real good basketball.
Yeah, which is crazy.
This is sloppy basketball for both teams.
We got a super chat from Tigolo. Tigolo, what's happening? He said, who better, Giannis or Gianna Michaels? IYUKYK.
You talking about the point?
Yeah.
All right, have test Q and see if he can get in now.
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta watch it.
Q with the super chat. Q said, Shelton, I know y'all see my text. I told you I saw him late. My bad, Q. I saw it and then I tried to say something and then we started talking.
Can you log in now?
Yeah, tell them log in out there. Read it.
We got a super chat from Oblivion Radio. What's happening, Oblivion? He says, what up, people? You still smoking that trick pack? And why you dunking Giannis? Hey, people has not been with us in a minute, has he?
Yeah, I've been on vacation.
You've been dunking Giannis. That's what
No, I ain't dunking Giannis.
Hey.
Ever since Giannis been balling, he ain't been on the show.
I've been
I've been dunking
ain't
Giannis.
answer no calls, nothing.
No, we can talk Giannis. Giannis has been balling.
I want to go to Trey. They want you to do Trey.
Okay, so what about Trey?
What do y'all want to know about Trey?
Yeah, because he was hurt invisibly. He tried to power through it in that last game.
That's why Cam needs to play. He
Yep.
dives on the floor. Nobody else has been diving.
Let's go. Good shit. Trey was hurt. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if Trey go, you boy, you got a yam there.
Who was that?
That shit gotta be Thanksgiving.
He should have dunked that.
But Trey was hurt. It was visible. He was not the same guy. He couldn't turn the corner. And when little guys that rely on quickness and speed, their lower extremities get hurt, they're not as effective. So that's that. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Bobby Porter.
But I think with Trey's injury, what it showed is the Hawks lack a secondary playmaker. And that's a problem. Because, Lou came in and Lou's gonna get buckets, but it was too much one-on-one without Trey in the lineup. And that's a problem.
So bad.
Brandon Good was the guy who I talked about all the time. He actually played well, but he had a heart condition, so he set out. So he's the backup.
Gotta make layups, man.
And since he's been out, they had no backup.
And obviously the Hawks do that because they when they got Rondo, but obviously they traded Rondo whatever. But either way,
It's still a good move to trade.
Yeah. And then now in terms of Giannis been balling, right? Giannis has been balling the entire playoffs. I never said that Giannis wasn't balling. I said that Giannis doesn't do it in the moments that are most critical. Now the difference is in after the injury, and especially in the finals, he's been doing it in critical moments. He's been hitting 15-foot jump shots to seal a game.
Go ahead.
That's all I've been
Keep giving him his
asking.
praise. Go ahead.
No,
When did he do that?
Huh?
When did he do that?
He did that against the Suns.
And he was posting up too.
And he was being hella
I
aggressive.
don't remember that.
I saw.
I remember the KD shot.
He could have stepped back jumper.
Step back, bro. Look. And all I'm saying is where is the skill? He has displayed more of it. He's still not as smooth of a skillful player that I would want him to be, given how many years he's been in the league. Even though I always give him props, I'm getting better every year. But I feel that he's reached a plateau. In these finals, he's showing, okay, he got a little bit of that. He just needs a lot more of it because he could be, I think physically.
He's only what, 26?
But how about he been in the league?
He's still a young dude.
But he's been in the league almost a decade. So all I'm saying is at this point, right? Like if I'm comparing the best versus the best, because we're saying Giannis is top 2, top 3.
He's
right?
top 3. I say he's top 3. He's top 3 in the league.
And he's back-to-back MVP.
It's LeBron,
top
KD,
It's not.
and Giannis.
You said top 2, top 3.
He's top 3.
He's
not
right now.
top
He's
3.
playing like he's top 2.
If
top
he
3.
wins
No.
this title tonight, he's top 2.
No, it's not.
So-
No.
And he's
look,
not 2.
No.
And I said all of that to
No.
compare
He's
him.
not 2. You heard me.
Hey,
He ain't 2.
What year is Giannis in right now?
He's in like here. He got
Y'all
that.
prisoners of the moment.
What year is Giannis in?
Let me look at Prisons of the
I
moment.
was the highest on
What's
Giannis.
no? You mean the
We did
NBA
our
Finals?
rankings, Giannis was
You mean
highest.
the NBA Finals? That's the moment we talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Close
y'all
out game in the
prisoners
NBA
Yeah.
Y'all
Finals.
did the same.
I tell y'all what. Like, I agree with you. Like I said, we did our we did our rankings for players. Giannis was highest on my board, but the thing about this,
See how he tried to get in.
no. I was going to say why I disagree though, because Giannis, we talked about Giannis in that Brooklyn series early on, like they about to be done. Remember?
You're 8.
If Kyrie ankle injury away from us dogging him again.
Harden got hurt.
Harden got hurt.
That's a part of the game. That's the part of the game.
It is a
bro.
part of the game, but
You
everybody
can't predict injuries, bro.
You can't. But what I'm saying is,
But we could have predicted that ass whooping if they would stay healthy, right?
Giannis matched KD score for score.
That's not what I asked you.
What you asked?
I asked you if Harden and Kyrie stay healthy, would they win that series?
We drinking, ain't we?
That's the
Not at all. That's all I need
That's
to
the
know.
if now,
That's all I need to know.
That's my point. And that was my
We won't know that. We
No,
won't
I'm saying
know that.
We do know that.
We don't know
Yes,
that.
we
We
know.
do know
100%.
that.
We know that it was
we
up
saw
2-0.
that game.
We've seen a lot of teams up 2-0.
That wasn't
Yeah.
even a regular. It was not a question.
We know that. Hey, we know that, but I ain't seen this on the real.
All right, let me
Hold on.
Let me ask you something.
Don't ask me nothing.
No, I'm gonna
Don't
ask
ask
you.
me nothing.
I'm only asking you.
I don't want to answer.
KD or Giannis, who better?
How they make it a good
No.
play?
Answer that question. In that Brooklyn series, who better?
It's gonna
KD
be
or
a blowout.
Giannis?
Oh.
There's no wrong answer.
KD.
All right, KD. On that Bucks team, who's better than Kyrie? Oh, you see, you're quiet now.
I gotta think about it.
Outside of Giannis.
Outside of Giannis, who's better on that Bucks team than Kyrie?
Nobody.
Who's better than James Harden on that Bucks team?
Nobody.
Bruh.
So how's he?
Exactly.
James Harden is at least third.
If they were
LeBron,
healthy,
KD.
and I put it to you like this, I'm gonna give him the Cavs treatment. They didn't need both of them. They didn't need Kyrie and James. They just needed one of them to be healthy.
They just need Kyrie.
That's what I'm saying.
Either one, it didn't matter.
Because James Harden wasn't healthy when they beat about what 50 or how many they beat about?
You see what I'm saying? They just needed one of those guys to be
When
healthy.
Kyrie hurt that ankle,
It was a
that
wrap.
series changed.
It was a wrap.
And I can say that for both these teams in the playoffs because the same thing for the Suns. As soon as AD
You can't let
hurt
that shit
leg,
happen.
it was over.
Monty got to
let
be
that
on the
shit
wall,
happen.
man.
Monty did call a timeout because
They already did. They just got out of timeout.
They trying to shoot threes to match the Bucks. It's like
It's not that. That's kind of part of their game, but Giannis, I mean,
But
Monty,
but they can't shoot threes on this team. Look how big these teams are.
I think
You gotta attack
That's what I'm saying. You gotta
Milwaukee.
attack.
You gotta get Milwaukee in the bonus. You gotta get them in the penalty.
they don't really.
No,
call
wait,
like that.
what you jumping? Don't jump at that. That was beautiful. But you can't jump at that as a defender.
Yeah, because he ain't got nowhere to go.
He already shot it earlier and he bricked it.
He ain't got nowhere to go.
Come on, Aiden, you gotta cut to the basket harder than that.
But you gotta, Monty got to get out of his stubbornness and build that wall.
He did it earlier.
I missed part.
I would live with them shooting these threes that they shoot. I mean,
The Suns.
Milwaukee's actually pretty decent at shooting.
They are, but I would live with it from everybody, even Bobby Portis. Because Bobby Portis, the only person I wouldn't let shoot threes is Pat Connaughton and Middleton.
Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Milwaukee keep playing this aggressive. They're going to get. They are out hustling Phoenix right now.
Well, that's how they won the last.
Aiden don't know what
games.
to do. Aiden don't know what to do. Look at him. Aiden is the man. Like, he should be checking that nigga. Why is he all the way back in the...
Did we do the intro?
No, we haven't.
Nah.
Let me read a couple of these super chats. Tickle, we did not. Did y'all find Beezy? No, Beezy's in the next room. He'll be here in a minute. He's in the next room finishing up a show. So Beezy here tonight too. You got the whole crew on tonight. Drink more water. Drink more water. What's happening? Drink more water. Said Ken, why are you rooting for hard for Phoenix?
CP3.
CP3.
Yeah.
I thought it was black. It was black. Ken.
Well, yeah, Monty too.
Did you name the show Better Call Saul?
Nah, I fuss with CP3. I would have, I think, him just getting to the finals is good enough for me, but I really wanted him to win the finals. I think Giannis, well, this probably his own title in his career.
Oh, he gonna shit on that title.
But either way, I wanted CP3 to win it, man. I thought that would be dope for him to kind of win the titles at the end of his career.
And that's crazy because unlike the other guys, to be that age and still be playing like this, he's a small guy. He's not like one of those bigger guys. And to be a point guard, you rely on quickness and athleticism, and to still be able to do it when all that is deteriorating like that is amazing. So it's one thing for LeBron to be great, which he is, but LeBron is 6'9", 300 pounds. Chris Paul is a little kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm going to bring back what I said against the Clippers. I think people kind of jumped on me. The Suns are soft. And I said that against the Clippers. It's on Twitter. Go check it. And I'm saying it again here. That's why this bully ball, Giannis don't give a fuck anymore. Giannis just, he's Scott Foster. Oh, yeah, we winning. And he just going to go right at Aiden all night long.
And they ain't gonna know what to do.
And it's Monty got, it's not working anymore.
I would have liked to have been in that huddle of Milwaukee after the last game, first quarter. Because they were down.
It was on 16 or 15?
Yeah, it was the same thing. Remember the Suns came out hot that game. So I would like to see how they stayed so. Because I was like, they're not out of it. but I still wanted to. I didn't think that they were going to be able to do it. I felt like it was going to be 3-2 going into this game.
The only reason why I was worried about the game was because they shot 78% in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
We are, I speak about law of averages all the time in the shows. That wasn't going to last. And then they thought it was going to last. So it turned that quarter. If you go to the beginning of that first quarter, Crowder shot 2 3. They just started jacking up threes and they weren't going in. And Milwaukee was hitting everything and the Suns stopped playing defense. They got momentum and then that was it. It was a wrap. And Suns got out of rhythm. They couldn't come back. Well, they came back, but, the Bucks, Drew Holiday, Giannis, they made the clutch winning plays to seal that game.
Who should be guarding Giannis?
I think they should just nobody. I think they should build a wall. It's worked in every single playoff up to this point. And for whatever reason, you don't have to have a big. You just get in his way. Get in his way. At least try it.
But I ain't gonna lie. This man looks like a different person in this playoff. Y'all look at these guys.
Part of it is what Ken is saying. A part of it is because they haven't built the wall.
Yeah,
but also just more like Ken mentioned earlier, he don't give a fuck. That's a scary superstar. Scary superstar who don't give a fuck. Like most of these free throw shits and all these missing all these air balls and all that shit, that'll get to a motherfucker. Right. They got to Paul George, they got to DeMar DeRozan, you got to Kevin Love, all these things. Giannis is a different breed.
And he
don't care. He like, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing regardless if I'm good or not.
But last year though, he wouldn't have been able to. Down 0-2, last year Giannis would have folded down 0-2. But like I said, you look at that determination on his face. Every time they pan in his face, he looked like a monster.
Well, in game 3, they were well on their way to losing that game, and the Suns committed a lot of turnovers. Right now, this is like, we're up 3-2, we're at home. I'm just going to go get this shit over with. This is what this is. Like, the way he's playing tonight is, I'm going to close this out tonight. He hasn't played this aggressive. He always plays aggressive, but he hasn't played with this ferociousness up to this point. This is, I'm done with this shit. And I'm sitting these motherfuckers on. That's what this is.
But I thought I saw it last game, though.
No, I didn't see it last game. Last game was a lot of Middleton. Giannis
and Holiday.
Yeah, that was the Holiday game.
Yeah.
Like the last 2 games was Middleton, Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
Giannis just chipped in.
We got a super chat from Drake More Water. I'm going to read these super chats in the intro and open these show actually. Drink more water again. Hey, we appreciate all y'all for the super chats. Just remember the love that y'all give. We give right back by giving you more content and more stuff from us on all the shows and all the networks. And we appreciate the love, man. Y'all keep it going. Also, hit that like button and subscribe and have your people go on and subscribe too. We have 10.3 thousand followers right now on YouTube, man. Subscribers, I'm sorry. Help us to get to 11,000. That's my goal. Help us to get to 11,000. We need the help. Appreciate y'all. Drink more water. Was listening to a podcast and they were talking about Giannis in his game. They said, when did we become slaves of aesthetic versus production in it?
When have we not?
Once Steph Curry got in the league.
No, it's been always that way.
I'm talking about lately.
Always and lately, kind of good.
Yo, you hear me?
Q?
My fault, y'all. I had to re-download it.
You good?
No, I'm saying lately because since when 3-point shot, everybody wants to shoot now. We were criticizing Giannis for something that when in Shaq's era, or even just early LeBron's era, we wouldn't be even worried about that shit. Like we asking Giannis, who does everything else great, to shoot threes. But who gives a fuck?
But the question is about aesthetic.
Yeah.
Aesthetic is how it looks, and how it looks is very important. Mainly because you know when it looks right and you know when it looks wrong. Footwork is something that
he got footwork. That spin move ain't. Not everybody can do that spin move as a big man.
But what
talking about pure hoopers?
Giannis is a downhill player. He did that Euro downhill. My issue with Giannis is half court. Not with no forward momentum. What do your moves look like?
He got fake moves.
And that's like that right there. That has to be a layup for him. Pump fake one dribble shot.
He can't get past anybody.
He get them superstar foul calls.
He can't get past anybody.
You gotta get that weight room over there.
Not even that.
But he can't dribble.
creative.
He can't really dribble past anybody.
Ooh, that could have been. That should have been goaltending.
That counted,
And this is why I don't like Jay Crowder. He do little shit like that.
Talk about it.
But look, the aesthetic of Giannis, it's not about just like how it looks, it's how effective it is. Giannis puts up numbers because he is arguably the greatest full court player we've ever seen. End to end, I think he's more dangerous than LeBron because he's longer than LeBron. Can we say he's as strong? Maybe LeBron's a little bit stronger, but at that point, we're talking.
They said it was travel.
It is travel.
All right, Giannis, come on, bro.
He ain't got to worry about it. But no, I think it's always like, especially when Michael Jordan came in the game and he made everything look pretty. Yeah. That's what people.
He was about
and Dr. J.
Y'all talking about pure hoopers.
What's his name? Clyde Drexler.
Yes.
Clyde Drexler was smoother than mine.
Clyde is live, yeah.
Yeah, what'd you say, Q?
I said y'all talking about like what pure hoopers versus like, the non-aesthetic people. Yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting because I think about, Paul George has like the smoothest game, but people want more from him. But Giannis has done more in his career, but they want it to look like Paul George. And
Talk
it's like,
about it.
It's interesting.
You know what it is, though, Q?
Good shit.
That's goaltending. That was a great
That ain't goaltending.
That was on the way down.
Giannis is a more physical freak than 98% of players that we've ever seen.
Giannis in the top 99%.
And that's the reason why he's been so dominant. Because physically, he's a freak, literally.
What I want to see Aiden do, I want to see him try to dunk on Giannis. I know he's a finesse big.
He tried to. Giannis blocked this shit.
Nah, that was alley.
See, there's Cam.
That's different.
There's Cam.
Like when he get the ball in the post with Giannis there, turn around, dribble that bitch, and turn around and dunk right on his
He's scared of getting blocked.
Cam needs to play the rest of the game.
He's just, that's not his.
Who else they sub? Cam needs to play the rest of the game.
He needs to play over Miles Bridges for sure.
See, Phoenix is making a nice
So
run.
it's not about Giannis playing or looking like PG. It's more about Giannis being able to dominate the half-court game. And to me, that's my major problem with him. Because if you look at every dominant player that has played the game of basketball, they can dominate the half-court consistently. Not just, he got a mismatch. No. It don't matter who you put on me. I'm making the score. I'm making the pass. I'm making the play. And Giannis, in my opinion, routinely struggles in the half court. You put him in a full court, rebound, go. Who's stopping that?
I think it's because Giannis is being misdiagnosed the same way I was saying a couple weeks ago. I don't know if it makes more sense now, like I was trying to say. But guys like John Collins, guys like Giannis, guys like Ben Simmons, these are the modern day fives. This is what Shaq looks like in 2021. This is what, like the Hakeem Olajuwon looks like in 2021. A lot of guys have this very uber athletic skill set. They run like gazelles. They can pass. They can do a little bit of everything. And I think that it's more so Budenholzer, man. It's Budenholzer. It's not just Giannis. It's also Budenholzer.
We're not going to absolve Giannis, bro. Let me pause you, Q.
He's up.
This nigga, Joel Embiid, is dominant as fucking the half court. And he run like a gazelle for his size. He can guard niggas on the perimeter, right? He's a full court player, too. He can grab a rebound and go. That's not necessarily his game. But when you need it, you can go to him. He has an up and under. He got to fade away. He got finesse. He got touch.
Right.
Why Giannis ain't got that? And I'm not saying that Giannis needs all the moves that Joel got, because Joel got an unlimited bag in the low post.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, dog, you can't have 2 or 3 moves with a counter or two. Come on.
I mean, the thing is, though, is that what was Shaq's bag? Okay. You know what I mean?
What is that going to do?
For me.
What is that really, like, at the end of the day, he got to the NBA Finals doing exactly what he does.
But that's what I'm saying. He's up right now, so we can't just say that.
Even if you win some shit,
he locked up and got to the final.
I still think that there's room for improvement.
1,000,000%.
LeBron wants to improve.
Yes.
Even though he was the greatest.
He's capped out.
No. I'm just saying.
But yeah, you always want to get
You
something
was looking
better.
to get something else, like put some more tricks in the bag. Because at some point, your game is going to have. At some point, Giannis won't be as athletic as he is today. So
All right, Giannis has a Euro step in transition. I think that he needs to be more modeled after like a Kevin Garnett type player than anything else. I don't think that he, you know what I mean? I don't think that he's the type of guy that we need to be looking at and be like, yo, where's your hezzy pull up? That's never gonna be him. But I just think he needs to pick either a right shoulder or a left shoulder and have that as his go-to. He needs to have a drop spin. You know what I mean? That's what he can do.
But you said the perfect comp. You said the perfect comp. Was KG not dominant in the half court? Dominance. You couldn't guard him. He's a face-up four. He get you back turn, he'll face you up. Swing. What you want to do? Oh, I got space. Jumper. Swing. Pump fake. One dribble. Yeah. Pump fake. One dribble. Pull up. Jordan fadeaway. In your mouth. Over two people. Why Giannis ain't got that?
I think the reason why Giannis doesn't have that is because he's gone so far doing so little of what people want him to do.
I agree with you.
Is that not absolving him?
It's not absolving him though, because all right, look, it's like people, it's
and to have as minimum weaknesses as possible.
I guess.
But all right, here's the difference though, Sheldon. Feel me? Ben Simmons, Giannis Antetokounmpo, two of the same type of probably mentalities of I'm gonna play my game. I'm only gonna do what I'm supposed to do. I can't worry about anything. Not really a dog mentality like that, right? The difference is that Giannis's moves and his genetics, they equal a higher efficiency and they equal a better outcome than what a Ben Simmons does, because Ben is not as genetically gifted as Giannis. So it is just the fact that his body looks like that he can do what he does. But at the end of the day, he still does have the Euro step. At the end of the day, he's still on a team that is not the best team for what he can do as a five. And I think that Budenholzer is figuring out, oh, wait, we need shooting around this guy, and we need to be able to get him in motion, be able to use him in pick and rolls more, be able to use him as the screener off ball, get him in a horn set with, Brook Lopez. This is shit that the Budenholzer should have figured out 3 years ago. But this is just figuring out now, so you see it's paying a little bit of dividends. I think we need to just relax on he has no bag and recognize the dude is about to be 26, 27. He can add a little more.
But let's break it down in layman's terms, though, Q. I'm not even going to go that deep in basketball. If you want to be the greatest, you're going to put yourself in a position to be that by adding tricks to your bag. He's elevated enough to be that.
He's not a finesse
he's good enough to be considered one of the greatest in the game. So it's saying that he should add a little something to his game every year. Yeah, he can get it done with what he's doing. He can. He's proven that. He's in the finals. He can even win that way. But to be considered one of the greatest of all time, which in my opinion should be his measurement and what he should be after, he has to add to that trick bag. So I get exactly what people are saying. And my thing for him is to be more like a KG. What I would do if I was coaching Giannis, I would spend less time with him bringing the ball up the court and tell him to run his ass down to that block, get on that block and get through. Get down the court, get to the block. That's your job.
I would tell Giannis to keep doing what you've been doing.
That's what I would say right now.
Defensive player of the year, and got you to the NBA.
And it'll be the last one he
tonight.
Gets.
He can get a chip.
It's gonna be the last one he's gonna get.
It don't matter. He ain't
playing
one.
like that.
I just think
all you need is one. J. Kidd only got one. Dirk only got one.
Yeah, but J. Kidd was already great before,
So is Giannis. Giannis going to the Hall of Fame regardless of this chip or not. He ain't going.
If Giannis gets this ring, bro, if Giannis gets this ring, he really do got a top 10 resume. Like if Giannis gets this ring just off resume, he has a top 10 resume.
Let me get these out.
Of all time?
All time, just off of the resume. I'm not saying I put him top 10. I'm not saying I put him. I'm not saying I put him top 10. I'm not saying I put him top 10.
No, sir.
Maybe another player got two finals. I mean, 2 MVPs, a final MVP.
Defensive player of the years. That's a very decorated, award. You know what I mean? It's a very decorated award rack he has. I'm not saying I put him top 10. I'm just saying if you weigh in him against other guys, you can't really name 10 other people like, oh, damn, back-to-back MVP, defensive player of the year, twice? And then if he gets a ring, like, come on, man, like, in just this span of years, dude had, like, you know what I mean?
Bro, Steve Nash had 2.
He had defense player of the year.
I get that. I'm just saying,
you can't, Like I know you know your basketball and stuff like that, but I mean I get where you're coming from. I don't see it. Nah.
I'm not saying I put him top 10.
No, I
I'm
got
just
that.
saying.
I put him top 10.
I mean, I wouldn't, but I'm saying his
But
resume
see,
stacks
my
up.
only thing though is we're basing this off just this year though, because like I said, when we talked about, I want to go back and look at that episode when we talked about these rankings because when I was talking about Giannis, it was mouse in the house as far as the way y'all was talking about him, like he was nothing. So now he's all of a sudden top 10?
That's only that nigga back there.
What? No.
Oh, no.
Did you have Giannis on your list?
Of what?
When we was ranking those
I'm
players,
not moving Giannis.
he wasn't even on some people's list.
He wasn't on my list, and he still won't be on my list. I'm not moving. I'm not elevating Giannis off this title.
I personally wouldn't either, but I think that it's just off of just the general consensus and what the narrative and the story will end up being written as. Is dude does have that resume where it's like, damn, you can't really name a lot of guys that have that. Whether the context or whatever aside, if we're just talking about the bare face of it, not many guys have that, and he will be remembered in time for that. So it's like he can still add more as well. Like, what happens if 5 years from now we looking at this as 2 MVPs, 2 finals, and defense player of the years, and more finals trips? Like, this might be a top 10 guy. I think that has to at least be understood. You know what I mean? We can't just deny it that he's put in a little bit of work to get it. Yeah.
I would think so too, but like I said, I just remember, and I got to go back and see who was saying it, but I remember everybody saying how that award should be extended to the playoffs because those MVPs were fake awards for him because he didn't perform in the playoffs. That was always
agree.
a knock on him, and that's even in this room. That was a knock on Giannis. Until now, all of a sudden, oh yeah, we lose. Hell, even at the beginning of the series, everybody was talking about how they gonna get beat. So, I just want consistent takes. That's all I want. And we got a couple super chats.
My take ain't changed.
I've been consistent. I've been hella
Y'all know I ain't changing.
I haven't changed. I still feel the same about Giannis, but I'm gonna give him props. Because the shit I said that he wasn't doing, he has done. But he's still the same nigga to me. Full court player.
He's still the same guy.
I mean, I think he can add. I think he definitely can add some. He definitely can add
guard
more.
UCP.
One of the chats said we need to get some mods. Look at the chat.
Oh, yeah, I think it's somebody spamming in there, but who cares? It's just people.
Chicolo said FIFO fake news. That was early. I'm sorry I missed that, Chicolo.
How am I fake news?
I think that was when you was talking about the earlier stuff.
Oh, wait, hold on. Before you get to your next chat. All y'all niggas was talking about I was fake news when I said Kawhi Leonard had a serious injury. And y'all, no, that's fake news. He gonna come back. Okay. Oh, partial MCL tear. Okay. So you already know what's gonna happen. He's gonna sit out all of next year.
And the Clippers are done.
No, it was an ACL tear, but I already told y'all that. I already told y'all that a month ago. As soon as it happened, and that's why there were a lot of rumblings about what was going on the sideline with Kawhi, and that's because he doesn't have the best relationship with the medical staff again, like he has in San Antonio, and that's because of the misdiagnosis, or perhaps they just wanted to rush him back a little bit, or wanted to keep his options open to see if they could maybe get him back by Game 5 of the finals or something like that. But that's gonna lead to a real funny decision this summer, and we gonna see.
Oblivion Radio Super Chat. He said Luka's on the cover of 2K22. King, your thoughts?
I ain't buying this shit. Dang, that's crazy. Now I get it. They got to make that money, man.
It's international.
Yeah, he moved it.
Can't say you will only buy the Kobe Bryant cover in this household.
I think that's why the NBA, man, Giannis winning shit, they gonna eat that shit up. That's why they put Scott Fawcett out here. They were like, we need this international shit. We need this global shit, bro. We need that African money.
I mean, that's shit. Why you think J. Cole came out with them? That whole shit.
Hey, let me get these super chats out the way. Faniel DeWitt. Hey, we appreciate you very, very much. Also, once again, we appreciate the super chats, appreciate the love. Y'all can help us get these mods, get these out here. So, y'all continue to help us out. Faniel DeWitt, we appreciate you. I think the reason Giannis has regressed so much is because he worked so hard on shooting. He should have worked on his post game first before touching his jump shot. He'd have been much more consistent today. No, he ain't regressed.
Phoenix is finally playing in somebody's face.
He playing some ball.
It only took 6 games for them to body up somebody.
There we go.
I'm very interested. I'm very interested if Milwaukee is running on fumes right now.
Yes.
We the boys with super chat. He said the Suns gave up, y'all. This came before this run. What are your thoughts on comparing Shaq and Giannis' final performance?
So what?
Completely different players. Completely different players, though.
On comparing Shaq and Giannis' finals performance.
Too early.
They gotta find somebody to compare him to.
Yeah, Shaq is not the comp.
Nah, it's not.
It's completely different players, but I understand why we're doing it because of the impact and the way that it looks. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, well, there's no real way to stop this. How do you really referee this? When Giannis is going downhill like that, when he can just stretch his arm over the defense, when he, taking elbows and giving elbows, you don't really know what to do. Same way with Shaq, once he got that, once he pinned you, it was over. You know what I mean? He was going up over that right shoulder and throwing it down. So I get why, people want to compare it, but the numbers are just numbers. You got to look at how the game is played. And it's just more so the updated version of what Shaq would be, I think.
I agree. I think this is just NBA white media just trying to find something to point Giannis to in order to make him even better than what they imagine him to be.
Yeah.
It's not even it's like they had to find somebody. There's nobody. And that's what, to give Giannis props, I think, that's what makes him unique. There really isn't anybody. But to try to find Shaq, they're completely different players. Shaq is not the guy.
Yeah,
the numbers, yes. But you can do a blind test and pull numbers out from damn near anybody. Well, not anybody, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Shaq never handled the rock as much as Giannis. Shaq was not a face-up 5. Like, Shaq was back to if you want to describe back to the basket, you put Shaq face on. You know what I'm saying? How many times did Shaq turn and face you? And if he did, you know what the move was? Put all this weight on you. All right, cool. I got it.
Yeah, I don't think that.
One dribble, spin opposite baseline. Damn, that was it.
FIFO, you don't think that it could be a little bit more Orlando Shaq for Giannis?
No.
Ran the floor a little bit more.
He ran it, but he didn't handle the rock.
I mean, he handled it more.
Actually grab a rebound and push. He did it more in Orlando, but that's not his game.
Of course, but I'm just saying, couldn't that be like the evolution, though? You know what I mean? Like, all right, this is Giannis. This is like that version of what that could be.
You know why it's not the evolution? Body type. Giannis is nowhere near what Shaq was. But your body type has a lot to do with your play style. His body type is not that.
I can see it. I just think it's more so the impact that a lot of people are talking about it. You know what I mean? More than the actual player type. I think that the role on the team, like you know what I mean, the anchor on defense. I think. Trust me, Giannis is nowhere near my top 10 players in the league, but I have to give dude his credit to be able to understand that he's a great defender, and he at least anchors a defense. And I believe that he's being misused by his coach. We're really not looking at Budenholzer and his offensive sets and looking at how clunky a lot of them are, and just how a lot of my turn, his turn this is. If you get a more apt coach, a more fluent coach, like if you put a Monty Williams on this Bucks team, I think it would look a whole way different than what we're seeing now. You know what I mean? So I think that we got to give Giannis room to grow while also saying he has not delivered, but he's on his way right now to at least delivering. So we got to give him that. There's got to be space for both, in my opinion.
That's the best way to put it.
Man, I'm pulling for everybody Black Q tonight.
Tickler said, I'm proud to be nice. I'm in a good mood. Eric Kirby said, appreciate you, Eric Kirby. He said, after LeBron retires, who do you guys think will be the main face of the NBA?
Zion, Luka, or Trey.
Zion, Luka, Trey.
Melo. I think it's
No, you're gonna be retired.
No, not Carmelo.
Well, get the name right.
LaMelo. I'm about to say this.
The new Melo.
Ain't no Melo.
Get that shit right.
Ain't no new Melo. It's only one Melo.
There's only one Melo.
He a ball brother.
Vegan
That's what
Mellow.
he is. He a ball boy.
There's a new Melo in town.
No.
And
We're not gonna stand for this, people.
No, why you over here? I'm trying not to yell.
Hey, look, man. You know how to do
We can't call that man Melo.
Why we going over to these youngsters like KD ain't still in the league?
Because
It ain't gonna be his league?
Because KD shared the league with LeBron. He played in LeBron's shadow.
LeBron shared the league with Kobe.
But share, yeah, the sharing, those years that he shared were Kobe's like end of prime going into LeBron's prime. So by the time LeBron was truly the best, there was no competition. Like Kobe wasn't a true competitor. Now obviously yes, because it's Kobe, but they never played in the finals. They never played against each other in the playoffs. So that proverbial torch was just never like passed in a game. Like
Y'all
in a
make me
series.
upset.
It just happened because LeBron was the best player at the time.
I mean, well, Dwayne Wade went to a finals 06. LeBron went the very next year. So it's like I look at it in the landscape of what are the years that Kobe was the best player, because they looked at Shaq like, oh, he really had a lot to do.
So 3 years.
07 to 2010.
And how long was LeBron the best player?
But LeBron started in 07 though.
Now? Like damn near decade.
It was 2010 to 2016.
Kobe back to back.
Yeah, I think Kobe back to back. Okay. A lot of niggas ain't during LeBron's quote unquote prime. So let's not act like LeBron was just dominating.
I'm gonna say 06 to 2010.
How many years in
In a row?
LeBron, yes.
2010 to like 2018.
9 years straight.
9 years straight. So even
How many did he win there?
no, one thing
None of them fought him over this.
even if you eat, you there. So that puts him, because he's there, that still puts him head and shoulders above his class. Because none of the rest of you can say they're there.
We're not talking about class. We're talking about the next generation. And I'm like, Durant is the next generation.
I don't think he's the next generation. They're the same generation. Durant and LeBron probably retired at the same time. I
I'm
don't
close
think,
to it within a year.
right, that's what I'm saying. Durant is going to be.
Durant got drafted in what, 07? LeBron got drafted in 03. That's a whole college graduation.
But you can't say that's the different era. It's the same era. They dominated the same era. See, like if you're talking next generation, it's Zion, it's Luka. It's niggas that was drafted 10, 12 years after the fact. That's the next generation.
I think it's more so LeBron, D Wade, Melo, Bosh, and then you have KD, Harden, Dame. You know, you have
dunk on him.
You have KD, Harden, Dame.
That was it.
You know what I mean?
I agree with you, Q.
But see, those like.
You know what I'm saying?
When I think about KD, I think KD's breaking down more than LeBron. What you say?
Oh, yeah. Way more injuries.
There you go.
See, half court. That right there is what I'm talking about.
But you see how he played off the ball and got that bucket? That's what I look for.
He don't know how to guard off the ball.
Because he's a 5, and his coach is figuring out, pick and roll.
You know who I would put on Giannis? Cam Johnson.
He's
Hey, Giannis gonna eat Cam Johnson, pause. But that's what's gonna happen. Like, you know what I mean?
No, he's gonna eat regardless. But the thing is, all of those shifty moves, Ayton can't hang with that.
right.
And then put Crowder on.
The fact that's what I think. I was gonna say when I asked that question, I was gonna say I would go with Crowder because if he wants to start from the top of the key,
he made wait. He made that aesthetically. What that look like? That looked like that shit wasn't gonna go in. That
looked pretty solid, bro. Damn,
he's
God
damn.
No,
that was solid. But what I'm saying is, I think I would take my chances with because he wants to start out high. You take your chances with Crowder. And people are not taking in Aiden's defense to have to try to guard Giannis. You ain't gonna really be able to
I
have
don't
much
wanna hear-
energy.
I don't wanna
Bro, Giannis is a ball of energy. He plays on 100 miles an hour every play, dude.
My words is playoff. Like I was questioning what he was gonna do. Was he gonna take it to the next level?
They caught over the ceiling.
Get his team. He got his team to the finals. So, shout out to Giannis.
Wow, they caught over.
Okay,
Weekend, man.
Oh. That's not no. That's a bad call.
What did they call?
They caught over. They caught over the ceiling.
That's a call you don't make in the final.
Yeah, that angle right there looks like it's real. That angle, I think it looks like.
Brooke Lopez, long body ass. Nah, bro.
Yeah, I know you don't call that. You don't call that in front of the finals.
You know what it is? It's where he stopped it.
Yeah.
Because the ball was gonna go past the rim, but he stopped it
Stopped
at
it
the
there.
cylinder. Yeah, okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I still wouldn't call that.
I
Man.
wouldn't call it either, but it's whatever. They want the skill set.
So let me ask this.
With Scott Fisher's reference, the call, like Ken said, the call was already made.
Oh, make that.
Good
Wow. That's good defense. That's great defense.
Man, Giannis is playing.
That's what I'm saying.
Bruh, he's a defensive anchor, bruh.
Both ends. That's the thing. Like, he's made so many defensive plays.
That's great defense.
Chill out.
Never knew he was coming like that.
Yeah, he did.
Bruh, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Giannis is like if you had Mutombo and Shaq in like a little bit of like a Kool-Aid, bro. Like it just takes some of the traits. He's a 5, B. He's a 5, man. Bud is misusing him.
The way the game is being played now, Q, Giannis should be a center.
It's the most fair advantage. So I remember years ago, back with KD and Russ and James Harden were in OKC. Now I want to say I was talking to either Ken or Rod at the time, and I kept saying they got to play KD more at the floor because Paul Gasol can't guard him. And even though KD can't guard Paul Gasol, quote unquote, I'll take the advantage that KD has over the advantage Paul Gasol has. And that's the same thing with Giannis at the 5. Can Giannis stop Joker? No. Can he stop Joel Embiid? No. But on the other end, them niggas can't do shit with that.
Be a mismatch night.
I like Giannis in the 4. I just like playing.
Nobody stops anybody in the NBA. You already know that.
I like Giannis playing the role of AD.
Pat Bev
starting at the 4, take advantage of the 5, and then like
Pat Bev.
That's what I said. Giannis should play the role of AD. He's still a star. He still can get his.
So, I'm gonna tell you this: the best and worst thing that happened to Giannis's career was when Jason Kidd put the ball in his hands.
Somebody probably got him on the side.
How many points Booker got?
Booker don't need to score 40.
That's what I said. That's my point.
Why you
What
asking
happened?
about
He
his
scored
point?
40 twice in
Try
a
to see
row.
his
They
impact.
lost.
Try to see his impact.
Oh, I told you that already. He has minimal impact. He's a great scorer. But my point is, he has to do the little things. That's what Booker got to do for me. But I was just wondering this game because I haven't heard Booker mention much.
He's been putting it up.
But they winning though. That's all that matters. I mean, all that matters.
What up, man? What's good,
And they
bro?
lost. Right. So that's what I'm saying. So I just wonder.
Hey, what up?
What's good?
What up, man?
Chilling, bro.
Good, man.
Watching these men argue.
This shit is hilarious.
Hilarious, man.
We got a super chat from We Them Boys.
We the boys.
We Them Boys said, do you think the Suns will ever get back to the finals anytime soon? Nope. This was their best chance.
Wait,
Maybe.
you think they're going to get back?
No. Yes.
I don't think any of these teams get him back.
I don't think so either.
I think this is
I think
both
the Bucks-
teams' best chance.
I think the Bucks have a better
I
chance.
think-
Whoever
than,
don't win it, they not gonna win.
What'd you say, Manny?
I said I think the Bucks have a better chance than the Suns.
They have a better
honestly.
chance, but that don't necessarily mean.
You know what? You know what's funny? I think the Suns would. Now, the only reason I say that though is not based off how the roster is currently constructed. The fact that certain players would want to go play some Brooklyn 8. So they'll get somebody to come there when Chris Paul retires faster than somebody to go to Milwaukee. You would take first. So in saying that, I think that Phoenix will get back at some point.
Hey Q,
Yo,
Right.
have you ever seen a show argue for about an hour about a guy what he can't do as he's about to maybe possibly win a championship?
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what, Bob. I
Well,
haven't
we're
seen it
making
before,
history,
but,
man. We're making
nah,
history
bro.
because you know what? We don't give a fuck about the championship. All right. That's
So rings don't matter. Like I've been saying.
Imagine
Don't listen to
because it ain't
1991.
because we're not
Imagine
debating
1991,
about the
right?
ring.
My God.
Imagine 1991, and as Mike is about to win his first championship, you know,
Here come Dad in sports.
This the
three,
Mike
the
was
dead
a
in sports of
player.
its time is sitting there saying, "Well, Mike can't do this, and Mike can't shoot."
What was the weakness of Michael Jordan's game? His damn
Huh?
Oh my
on the
God.
court.
What was the weakness in his
What
game?
was Michael Jordan's weakness?
Give me somebody not named Mike.
No, fuck that. What was Michael Jordan's weakness?
No.
Okay, in
2000,
2000, Shaq's about to win his championship, but Shaq has no bag, so we spent an hour.
I'm gonna tell you to answer your
He's averaging 31 and fucking 13
to answer the super
But he
chat.
can't do anything apparently. He can't play. He's a stiff.
To answer the super chat, I think that both teams could get back because there are going to be players that are still going to be hurt the next 2 years. I think that both teams could get back. A lot of folks going to be hurt.
Hey, what would be the narrative? I tell you what, you got some.
Oh my God, man!
Some switches
Y'all
on
was
this
funny,
thing.
man.
Because what will be the narrative if they lose this game and lose the next game?
for Milwaukee.
They lost a pretty
We
hard
talk about
fought
him on the
finals.
win the championship, but what if he don't win?
They collapsed.
They're gonna win tonight.
That's a hating ass take.
No, I picked him. I picked him.
That's a hating ass
I
take.
think I'm the only one
Listen,
to
they
pick.
were supposed to win.
Bro.
Milwaukee fuck up twice in a
We're
row.
literally
That's my
acting.
point. I picked
We're
him.
literally acting like First Take and Undisputed.
No, we're not.
Oh my gosh, where you get
Yes,
that
we
from?
are. Yes, we
How
are.
so? How so?
Talk to them, man.
I mean, I want to hear this.
The man is having an incredible final, and we're sitting here discussing what he can't do, what he didn't do 2 years ago, whether he has a bag or
All
not
right.
bag.
So let's bring.
Wait,
why?
we've always discussed whether or not he has a bag. That's what I'm saying. This isn't anything new.
But what does it matter right now? In the moment, what does it matter?
Because what I'm saying is we're being consistent in who we are. This discussion isn't new. So yeah, he went and won the championship. The motherfucker got lucky because James Harden and fucking Kyrie got hurt. Man, see, Nick,
James Harden has a bag. How many championships does he have?
Chill out. But now,
James Harden has a bag. How many championships does he have?
Because I'm
I have a question. James Harden has a bag. How many championships did he win in Houston?
say what?
I said James Harden has a quote-unquote bag. How many championships did he win in Houston? Wait, I think Houston just missed another 3. Wait, what happened? Nobody answered my question.
He got green on some shit.
Hey,
Nobody answered my question.
No, you're right, Manny. I told her. I said, how many rings? Yeah.
Like I do is first off, y'all know
Bradley Beal has a bag. He can't win 40 games in the Eastern Conference.
Bradley Beal's
Because
bag
we're
is
talking
crazy.
about look, the question was about the aesthetic of the game. The question was about the aesthetic of a player is where it started from. But this conversation on Dead in Sports has been happening since we started talking critical about Giannis.
And I understand that, Ken. But why can't we today, this show say, yo, you know what? Giannis has shut me up. Giannis is playing well. Giannis is doing his thing.
B said that.
That's funny.
B, what did you say about Giannis?
I think that
I said he didn't eat my words.
I want you to say, everybody be quiet. I want B to have the floor.
B the only nigga said
just in case nobody heard.
I said I will give it up. I said this earlier before Manny came on. I said I will give it up to Giannis this playoffs. He showed me something that I thought he wasn't capable of.
FIFO,
and B is the only nigga that says that.
FIFO gave Giannis credit earlier for what he's done.
Yep.
He said
he's closing out the games in the critical moments that I said that he was struggling with.
Nick,
used to be critical.
Nick, and the game because me and Shelton got into it about this. Well, I don't know if it's that game. Didn't I say, damn, Giannis hit that game time shot over KD in the clutch, in OT. Come on, man. We give the man props, but we still can talk critically about how
Manny, they over here bullshit. They gave him. They whisper his success and scream his
What do you
That's what they
mean?
whisper. You literally in the back talking about his accomplishments.
It doesn't matter where I'm sitting.
Still talking shit. Still talking shit.
Look. Giannis Giannis has not maximized his ability yet. But and that's the crazy part. And that's
He's about to win it.
How many times do I have to say that Giannis should be the overwhelmingly the best player in the NBA to ever fucking play the game? He should be that. He should be that. That's the reason why I'm mad.
My thing is this. Context. We always talk about context, right? We always talk about context. This nigga is one game away from winning a fucking title, yet we still talking about the shit that he can't do. Fuck the bag if you already eating.
He ain't supposed to be there.
Talk to these niggas, Nick. Hey,
He ain't supposed to be there.
You just talked about how you
talk to these niggas, Nick.
Now you talk about he ain't supposed to be there.
Because he ain't.
Bro, Nick is bro. Nick has become the voice of reason.
Man, I'll answer my way of putting it. Like I said, y'all know I'm a big Giannis fan. I've always.
Go ahead, get your ass out of here, man. Read the super chat.
Go back and watch that bullshit.
I'm always supporting Giannis. Go ahead, that bullshit. Once again, when you get
but like, bro, what if Giannis's bag is what he got right now, and he gonna add a little bit more to it? What if that's his bag?
Man is 26.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
He's 26. Come on, oh my God! Like he's 26.
When you, I don't care how old he is. What I'm saying is, when you're compared to the greats, you're gonna talk about what they're good at and what they're not.
But he's 26. You want to have this conversation?
Look,
almost a decade. Where he is right now, he should be better than what he is. He's still amazing. How many times do I have to fucking spell it out? Do I need cue cards for you, bro?
He won 2 back-to-back MVPs as a defense player.
Bro,
who's better?
He should be better. He should be better.
He's in the final.
I just said
He's averaging 32.
I ain't never said this because it was during the regular season.
But he should be better. Got it.
I never said that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and find it.
Find the clip when I'm talking shit about Giannis. I was the one talking about. I'm the one who said I'd rather have Giannis than Steph.
Why did they know? Why should they count?
How can I say that when I said I'd rather have Giannis than Steph? I was the main nigga saying that shit.
No,
was I not saying that?
Yeah, but you was about him not doing
and you was smoking gas with that. But with that,
I mean, he ain't even doing nothing in the playoffs. This paper champion MVP shit. Like you still a fan, but you was talking
killed him on the
about him not.
You said the MVPs don't count.
Yeah,
and that's why I ranked him up there. I said, man, we gotta put him. And this is exactly what I said.
What
I don't remember
Giannis is averaging 32, 13, and 6, and shooting 60%. Shooting 60%.
And you know what? And you know what? If we want to have a real conversation about, like I was saying, landscape of the NBA, talking about like defense being a lot removed from the game and how that impacts how we view stats, then yeah, let's go there. But if we're gonna do that, then we have to talk about the whole entire league is privileged to drop 40 on 17, free throw shots and all this stuff that Giannis does the same of, and all the stuff that James Harden does the same of. But at the end of the day, whatever has been placed in front of you in terms of your opponents, if you continue to knock them down, and get to the finals and do what you're doing, I can't hate that much. Like that's just kind of that's all I'm saying.
You know what? I disagree with. I see it in the chat, and a lot of people saying it's hate. I don't consider that hate. I consider it the fact that, like I said, this is my thing. If Giannis is one of the greats, which I believe he should be considered in that group, you be critical of those guys. You got to nitpick because you're ranking him up in the top.
One of the greats, what?
Greatest players in the game.
Look, to ever play.
So if you're ranking him in your top 10, if we're trying to put him there, which that's why I want him to be, I'm going to be critical and I'm going to say what I feel like he needs to do to get to that point.
Right.
The championship is not the end of the mark for a player like Giannis. Giannis wants to be the GOAT. It's not. He wants to be the GOAT.
It's about winning championships.
Well, hold up. Just a point of order, so we can have an orderly discussion. Sheldon, are you saying Giannis has said he wants to be the greatest? I haven't heard him say that. I'm just trying to clarify.
I'll find it. I've seen him say he wants to be up there. He wants to be that.
Every player should want to be the greatest. Every player should want to be the greatest.
Some players just want to be great.
They played him sometimes when he was a young kid. He was saying how he was going to be one of the greatest. That was always his mark. That's what he was.
Okay,
but every player should say. Okay, but every player should have started.
Okay, but to be the Greeks' advocate, why didn't we, react better when I said Giannis's trajectory and his resume is gonna put him in a lot of top tens. And people were like, whoa. Like, but if this is gonna validate that,
He doesn't have a bag, Q. He doesn't have a bag.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta pick one. And we're doing this thing that we did.
You know who has a bag? You know who has a beautiful game? CJ McCollum.
A beautiful
and he
game.
can't win and he can't win shit.
A lot of players have a lot of players have a
Bradley Beal has a beautiful game. But can't win shit.
What are you talking about? CJ motherfucking McCollum.
You missed the
Hold on. Why did he bring up CJ McCollum?
You missed the point.
Because he got a bag?
Me personally, I don't compare. I'm not comparing the.
He got a bag. That's
I get your point, Manny, but I know you're not trying to say that.
Hey, we got a super chat.
He's got a bag.
Nigga had you until he said that.
Yeah. hey, we got a super chat.
Hey, man, I was with you until you said CJ, bro.
Let me go on.
I'm just throwing out names out there. CJ McCollum has a nice game.
Yeah, I know. Let me read this super chat.
CJ ain't respected in Portland. That's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. That's saying a lot.
Oh, man. We got a super chat from Woo Young, what's happening? Woo Young said, people on Ken, Philly Johnson, and Brooke Nasty. D.S. Haydenball.
He said that Parker playing Haters Ball.
I don't know who that is.
That's the Haters Ball, the Dave Chappelle skit.
Eric Kirby.
Why am I hating?
Eric Kirby, what's happening, Eric Kirby? Appreciate it. Or Nick, Frank was saying, hey, Nick, are you guys going to review Summer of Soul on Hulu anytime soon?
We'll probably get to it. We definitely got to do Space Jam first. That's going to be a Dead End Sports. That's a Dead End Sports Frames collab coming soon. We got to, bro.
Yeah, we do.
We ain't do Uncle Drew. We got to do Space Jam. I do. Quasi kept Uncle Drew.
Oh yeah, by the way, we all are gonna be at the Kanye West. I'm joking. We're not about to do that.
Actually, I got tickets for it.
I was about to buy tickets.
I got tickets for it.
Hey, if y'all step y'all black asses up in there, then this is all done. Dead End Sports is done.
Kanye dropped the Kardashian. He back.
Q, I like the circus now. Come on, man.
He sound like the circus.
They say Kanye back.
I heard that. I want to go see Kanye.
Hey, Ken, don't look at me.
I'll tell you this. If I see y'all natural black asses up in the Mercedes Benz dome talking about some Yeezy, I delete all my numbers. Delete every number.
Hey, Q, I won't be in there saying Jesus has returned.
Yeezy. This nigga Nick in the jack. Oh my God, we ain't doing that, bro. We ain't doing that.
I might be in there.
Hey, I'm gonna drop the Spiral review. I'll drop that tomorrow or Thursday. It's done. It's just uploaded. Just sitting there.
Hey, we got a super chat from Tigolo Kane. Tigolo, I appreciate you being nice tonight. Tigolo said, how high drunk are y'all tonight?
We getting there.
I'm only a little bit high.
What do you mean by being nice? We don't need no niceties around here.
I'm joking.
Tigolo. That ain't how we get down. But move as you feel.
Damn, they had Chance the Rapper at the game.
A bunch of niggas get drunk and yelling about sports. Ain't nothing nice about that.
TJ Clark with the super chat. TJ said people won an easy versus and lost all basketball knowledge.
Damn.
I'm saying FIFO talking a little bit crazy to Giannis, like he ain't got them playlists. Like we gotta have a little bit more respect. They are cooking you, bro.
They've been waiting.
Let me hit you with something.
I was still dead again.
Look, what I've been always saying. What I've always been saying.
The same thing that's what I'm saying. There's nothing changed from tonight from what we said.
I've always been consistent on my take on Giannis.
Just Larry O'Brien.
Because when I see what type of specimen he is, it infuriates me that he is not regarded as the best player in the league right now. It makes me angry because for him to make that jump to be unquestioned the best player in the league, 3 to 4 things that need to improve. And he would be unquestioned the best player in the league.
There you go.
That's what is frustrating. That's why I give him constructive criticism. Oh, shit. That's why I give him constructive criticism. Because you know what hating is? Well, I don't like him because he's 7 foot. I don't like him because he went 67. I don't like him because he got 2 MVPs. I don't like him because he won Defensive Player of the Year. That's hating. I'm telling Giannis what he can do to be the unquestioned best player in the league. That's constructive. I'm not hating.
Ooh, there you go.
As he hits a turnaround jumper.
What was the point? And you were late.
Who was that foul on?
Bridges. Yeah, he came late.
As he hits a turnaround jumper.
That's nice.
I mean, that's not terrible form, bro, for what his body type is.
They gotta play Cam Johnson in front Giannis. Make them throw the lob pass over. Because allowing Giannis to just get the ball and do what he wants, you're not gonna stop him. DeAndre ain't that guy. You're not gonna stop him. You gotta front Giannis. You gotta make Giannis do multiple things in a half court. Lob over the pass. Okay, where am I now? Like, man, come on, man.
This is Finals MVP game. Before then, I would have given it to Chris Middleton.
Shot. He got it. Whoa.
Before this, you would have given it to Chris Middleton. No, it's always been Giannis. I mean, Giannis does defer to Chris Middleton at certain points because he should.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I like this lineup for Milwaukee.
That's a foul. How is that a foul? CP was hands up.
No, he was not.
We'll see on the replay.
CP is a dirty ass player.
All of them got to be.
And you're not gonna do nothing about it, Nick. No, I'm joking.
You asked for the dunking, bro. That's why he ain't dunking.
Yeah.
That's why he ain't dunking.
And he didn't foul him. I thought he didn't.
He shouldn't have ducked. He would have got fouled. Take that.
Hey, bro. Giannis they hit a turnaround. Giannis they hit a three. Come on,
That's
bro.
his third three
Come on,
of
bro.
the finals.
Come on, bro.
Total or this game?
Total.
Yeah,
because he only made 2 in 5 games.
And this is you speaking coach.
I am.
They speaking fans.
They are.
Fans speak will say.
Don't hype him up. Don't hype him up.
I mean, it's the truth. Fans speak will say, "Oh, you hate because you said he can improve his game."
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying, oh, he just trash because he trash. No, he's great, but he can be the best.
We're saying he's getting better every year.
No, Giannis capped out about 2 years ago.
So you say he didn't get better from
Whoa,
last year this year?
whoa.
You ain't been watching shit.
And he's gotten better this playoff.
We're not doing that.
better
We're not doing
Yeah,
that. He
I'm
has
saying,
gotten
yes,
better.
I'm saying, yes, you're right. He did
Ooh, that's a tough shot. That's
I'm
a good
agreeing
defense.
with you.
Nice shot, Book.
God damn.
Great shot, Book. Nice bag, Book. But at the end of the day,
You can't let Giannis drop his shoulder. He's going to get fired.
Booker, you got to box that out.
this is really like, this is, yo, what's funny, this is really like the bag versus the results finals. Where it's like Book and CP is endless bag versus just the results of
He
Milwaukee.
is almost CP thinking too much.
That's a shot.
CP thinking
That's
too
a
much.
shot.
I'll be wondering what be going on with Drew Holiday's brain. Like, what does he think about?
Drew
Holiday must have
is
tried to get to the lane.
It just seems like he plays.
what's going on in his brain is lockdown CP.
No, PJ's there.
Lockdown CP.
He never did it.
Holiday got to do both.
I can agree with
Yeah,
that.
'cause
Now Booker's heating up.
Holiday role is to guard Booker and
The
CP3.
best perimeter player.
Yep.
I got you.
That's
The
Holiday.
best,
role.
the best two-way
You know why we
guard.
got Dame time? Because of Drew Holiday. The reason why Dame Lillard is who he is because of Rondo and Drew Holiday. That motherfucking Pelicans playoffs, when they shut that nigga down,
They swept him.
they said, all right, watch this. And what he do? Went into the gym. And now, come on.
Man, look what he did.
God
That's
damn.
Great defense. That's great defense.
They're cookies.
That's great
He
defense,
has.
man.
But you know what though? This is
It's a learning experience for him.
100%.
First playoff.
First playoff.
First playoff.
Booker's going to be better after
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. That type of shit ain't gonna happen the next time you get to the
That's what I
playoffs.
always say. Booker just needs to get to the playoffs one time just to get that experience.
I mean, he did kind of hip him. I ain't gonna hold you, but
But see that they haven't been calling that on Milwaukee side. They've been letting Drew get away with a lot of physical contact.
yeah.
So that's why he's been doing that the whole series. So that's just another call. He just
But you
got
know
away.
why they get away with that?
Because they let Booker get away with it on the other end.
No,
No,
reputation.
they call, but yeah.
Reputation.
They call that on Booker.
When you're known as a defender, you get the benefit of the doubt of the extra hand. That's his brother.
That's his brother.
Oh yeah, his brother and his wife.
Yeah, Booker don't get those calls because he's not known as
a defender. Exactly. And that's why coaches always tell you be aggressive. CP's in his own head right now.
Yeah, but these are good shots. He'll make those.
He wants to set people up. He don't want to shoot right now.
Nah, he'll make those.
I think he's just tired, man. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like
Giannis is too damn big, bro. He too damn big down there, bro.
That's a good move.
But you saw where he got the ball at, where he caught the ball at?
And that's where Ayton let him get down there.
And that's why I say I don't want Ayton to be guarding him. Because he gives him too much cushion.
Booker is out here fighting for his life.
Put a body on him earlier. Oh, that's travel.
Booker is fighting for his life right now, bro. Like, y'all.
He's trying to shoot his way out the slump.
That's crazy. This nigga hyperextended his leg
that leg
2 weeks ago, bro.
I think he's trying to take over the game. And it's just like...
Oh, yeah, he traveled, yeah.
Oh, he
that's a travel. Come on, refs.
I saw what I saw.
He traveled.
Come on, refs.
In between that, though. That's a foul right
Oh, my God, that is a travel.
Yeah. I think it's his left.
He got fouled as he traveled, though.
Yep.
Bro, he got 25 points in the third. Come on, bro. Like, this is...
He deserves...
He about to have a double-double.
Yeah,
that's
what
he only missed one free throw. But as I say,
exactly.
he going to miss both of them.
The free throw percentage. That's the most impressive thing right now.
And he hitting his free throws, man. Like, come on. Like, what else do we want?
They're not moving the ball around the way they were in the second quarter.
Yeah, that nigga grew since he got into the league.
Bro, check out that, bro. Like, talking about he ain't got better. Yes, he getting better every year, man. This is a different
got
Yeah, he like I said, he got better for sure.
Definitely.
He's gotten better this playoff.
Yeah, easily, man.
He got better every year. Just say that. He got better every year.
I'm saying he's always growing.
You don't get the consideration for the MVP without getting better. I'm not saying winning it, but you don't even get consideration if you haven't got better.
Hey, the crowd hype.
Nah, they've been leading.
If K Camp ain't in the crowd, then
you gotta shoot.
What is you doing?
They want to get the ball.
I think
come on.
Yo, what? Book.
Tell y'all, man, Bucks about to win this.
If CP continues to play this passive, Middleton
Giannis set tripping on these niggas right now.
Do y'all see this shit?
Giannis set tripping on these niggas right now, but we focus on
T up, Giannis.
But
Giannis won it.
Hey, but dude, y'all know what's
Giannis won it, man.
This is still only a 3-point.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it ain't over till it's over.
Legacy games, man. Legacy games.
It's over.
But what's crazy though is that they still in this game. It looks like from watching this game, it looks like the Bucks should be up 20
but body language, man. Sometimes you can see that body language.
It feels like the Bucks up 20 right now.
And he got fouled too.
Monty has to change the defensive. You can't let Giannis big lanky asses get the ball when you want to get the ball. You gotta front him.
You gotta make it uncomfortable.
You gotta front him, bro. And look at all of these plays that Giannis is getting in the paint. He's already established position. That's a problem.
They don't have the personnel.
That level of comfort. You just can't.
Phoenix, ever since they lost Dario Saric, they don't have the personnel to build that wall, so it's kind of messed up.
I'm not blaming it on Saric though, because like if you come down with that nigga to win the finals, you ain't.
But he's also gotten better at counteracting that wall. Because when they build that wall, he's passing out. He's becoming more of a playmaker and a facilitator as opposed to before, where you just sit there and panic and just take a jump shot or just throw the shit into the fucking third row. Like, he's gotten better, man. But, he has no bag. So.
Exactly. but at the end of the day, the adjustments is on the coaching. And Ken, what do I always say? There's certain coaches that are good game to game. There's certain coaches good in the moments. And Monty is not making a defensive adjustment. Giannis is killing them.
And Monty admitted that. He even said
what if there's no adjustments to make?
That's
like, what if they just don't have an answer?
Manny, look. It's not like you said earlier. It's not about shutting down the great players because you can't do that. But what you can do is give them multiple looks so that way the level of comfort is not there. Giannis is dominating them because he's seeing the same exact shit every fucking play. That's the problem. And then as a basketball player, your level of comfort goes up. Your confidence goes up, and now you think it don't matter what the fuck y'all motherfuckers do. My shit going in right now. My 3-point shot going in. My jumper going in. My free throws going in. You can't stop me. You have to change the look. Jay Crowder, too small. Ayton, not physical enough. Cam Johnson, in my opinion, has a little bit of.
Cam Johnson is barbecue chicken, bro. Cam Johnson is barbecue chicken. He's not staying in front of this dude.
But it's not just the personnel. It's what you do with the personnel. How many times have how many times has the Suns fronted Giannis in the post? 0 fucking times.
I don't think that they can. I don't think that they can.
You know what fronted is?
Yeah, that wall that you're talking about.
No. Fronting the post means that the defender, instead of playing behind you, is playing in front of you. So that way the pass has to go over the top. Because when the pass goes over the top, what happens?
But at that point, that's just a lob.
Just be quiet real quick. When whoever you put in front of Giannis in the post, when that ball goes over the top, you can't throw a hard pass. It has to be a soft pass. So what that means is that DeAndre Ayton can now come over, and it's an automatic double team off the catch.
But Giannis doesn't get the ball in the post like that. Giannis gets the ball when Giannis comes. That's what you was talking about, Sean. You like he comes up with the ball. You were saying he don't need to bring up the ball. Yeah. He need to be in the post. And I'm saying that's not how he gets the ball. He's either at the corner end of like the mid range, or
and you still front that. And you still front.
How would you front that? Because then you leave somebody else open.
You're not leaving nobody open.
Giannis is just gonna get a lob, bro.
Plays defense on the front side of him. Force the pass over the top.
Great shot.
Force the pass over the top.
Is that an
Come on, Crowder.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I want to see a game 7.
This salsa dancing ass. That's why I hope they lose.
You say you want them to win.
That's why I want to see Pete win. Crowder get on my nerves.
Hey, we got a
that wasn't no foul.
It was a foul, but they just never.
He didn't give him room to land, bro.
No, he hit his.
He didn't give him room to land, bro.
Yeah, he got him on the arm.
And just like that, that's crazy, man. That's crazy because once again, I still think the Bucks.
What's Jay Crowder's position on Giannis? Behind him, play over the top.
If Jay Crowder fronts Giannis, they gonna lob it to the rim.
But he said Ayton will
roll. Ayton's behind him.
Yeah.
If Ayton is behind him, then they'll get somebody open on action for a 3. That's
that's what I'm talking about. That's what Giannis needs to do. He's doing it right now. Consistently, come on.
This is the finals. What else do you want him to do? This is the most pressure.
Let's go, CP. You gotta have that one.
Now you're going.
We got a super chat from Kev Timothy. Giannis is only 2 years older than Booker. It's crazy. That is crazy. I just don't look at ages.
Come on, Middleton got to start stepping up. Body his ass.
Because Cam Johnson, he's too little.
Oh, y'all don't want Brook Lopez to start taking over. All right, it's over now.
Yeah, when Lopez starts hitting, that's why I like this lineup. I like when Lopez and Giannis out together. You can't really do that.
PJ Tucker is not gonna get the credit he deserves for the job he's done this playoffs, but he's done the little things on rebounding. He's done the little things.
Shoot that.
Defense, man.
Shoot that, book.
Shoot that, book.
Shelton wanted him to, do little things to pass it, though.
For what? Oh, wow.
Oh, shit. It's Splash Mountain. That's what they call it. They call it Splash Mountain.
CP got, man. Yo, is CP hurt, man? Or is he just old?
I think he's old, man.
He's old. He's old.
I think he's old.
Was that travel?
I think he's old and hurt. I think he's broke down
right
now.
He's not hurt.
So he's flabby and sick. He's flabby and sick.
He didn't look older than the Western Conference Finals.
Q. He's not hurt enough to impact his game in the way that it has been. So FIFA's right.
He's in his head.
Yeah, he has a ligament and something wrong with his finger.
CP is second guessing all of his fucking moves, bro.
And him second guessing.
Could be flabby and sick.
He's balled with those same injuries, so no. There it is, FIFA.
He's front of him now?
He's front. Crowder is front. Right now, how do
reach, man? What are you doing?
All they got to get out. For real.
The Bucks are just big, man.
Good shit, Crowder.
Don't lob it up. There
throw it up.
No.
Are you big?
Wow.
Okay,
Okay, now
This is a young
Bucks is
team.
winning.
This is a young team. This is a
Bucks
young
is
team.
winning.
no, you call this man a superstar. You can't call him young.
Don't let me find.
I
Don't.
never said he was
Brooklyn,
a
it's
superstar.
over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
You
It's
didn't say
over.
no superstar.
Hell no.
It's
No,
over.
No, he didn't. That
He
was
never said
that's
that.
weekend to be.
Yeah.
Booker is not athletic enough.
I
to
said
catch
this
that
was
lob.
No,
so.
no, man, that's a layup.
Right.
That's a layup.
All right.
Wide open.
Whoa, is Booker still a superstar?
Yes.
I never said he was. No one
I'm
ever.
asking them. I'm asking
CP.
Well, you and I already talked about this, so
I think
Booker is not a
he's an
superstar.
ascending-
He's not a superstar yet.
He's an ascending star.
That's what I've been saying.
But he ain't
Booker is not a superstar yet.
Thank you,
I was
fans. Thank you, fans in the chat who called him a superstar because he had a couple good games. But this is what I'm talking about, though. Now is the time for him to step up and start scoring. Now Booker.
Oh, now you want him to score. You don't want him to. You don't want him to do everything.
I want him.
You don't want him to rebound.
No, it's timing. It's timing in the game when you got to do that. I'm not saying the whole game is running out.
So what you saying about Booker is what I've been saying about y'all.
Correct. It's timing for everything is business.
Giannis does that.
Look, man, look. They just need to make it through this quarter. They just need to make it through this quarter.
But you say he's doing it more, but he's not consistent in that.
Giannis
I
is the
said-
most consistent player throughout the finals.
Phoenix.
Thank you, HLLVN. Y'all said Booker was the best shooting guard in the league. Y'all said Booker was the best shooting guard in the league.
Bro, all Booker has to do at this point is just keep the game close for the fourth quarter. It's all about energy expenditure. At this point, at this point in the game, you need to save your legs.
If Giannis keep hitting his free throws, it's a wrap.
Oh, it's over.
All they gotta do is keep it within 5, bro. Just keep it within 5 heading into the fourth quarter, and you be all right. And hope that your legs can carry you home. That's all you gotta get it to.
TJ Clark with the super chat. This is a low spread.
Not really.
Yes, it is.
Outside the top 10, not really.
It is.
Every time they say low to draft, it'll be like.
I'm gonna go with some
I'll
of
say
the
about
players.
15-20.
Yeah, there's some players in there. I'm happy with the Charlotte pickers because I think those players are gonna be good there. TJ Clark said, don't blame the bad CP3 play on his injury. Lights could just be too bright. You know what, TJ? I got to give it up and say you're correct. Even though I like him.
The game ain't over yet to say that shit.
I feel like he's old.
But CP's in his own head, bro.
I can't make no excuses for him because I wouldn't make no excuses for nobody else. And I don't like CP3, so I ain't really gonna make no
Crowder
excuses.
gonna shoot it again.
No.
That's a
Good
gas.
shot.
Yeah,
Good
he
shot.
got hit.
Who kept the ball alive?
Kaminsky?
Frank, it was Frank Kaminsky who kept the ball out.
No, it's Frank Kaminsky, man.
Well, all them light skinned niggas.
He ain't a light skin. He a white boy.
His name is Kaminsky.
Nice.
Oh,
Hustle
I'm glad
plays.
they play a little bit.
That's where they lost. That's where they lose this game on these hustle plays. That's what
He's too little. He's too little.
Yeah, he got
He's
mouth
too
up
little.
now. Now you gotta make that. You gotta make
Good
that.
shot, Drew.
shit. Holiday season.
Nice assist from Giannis.
All the way.
That's goaltending,
That's
man.
definitely going to. He had to do that because
Right. It was like it was about to go. It was like it was about to-
That was a wild shot by Book anyway.
Confidence going forward.
They call it and 1-2.
Tucker always.
Booker looks
I think they
tired,
call it
too.
foul.
Yeah, but it's and one.
This is probably the most basketball he's ever played.
Who was that?
Booker.
Oh,
Well, I said Booker looks tired.
Yeah, he definitely probably
Well,
is.
because of the time.
No, he said most basketball.
CP look tired.
But he don't look
Definitely
tired.
probably.
CP look like the lights is a little too bright, and I don't want to say that, but that's what it looked like.
Man, CP is got a hernia or something that we don't know about.
Nah, man. No, you know why it's not a physical thing? Because
Holiday did, man. Hey, I fuck with Holiday for that shit.
What'd he do?
Oh yeah,
That's a good block.
That may not be a goal.
I
That's
feel
damn near hit the backboard.
Oh, there it
That's
is.
a good
Yeah.
You can't touch it.
When it hit
That's
the
a
backboard,
goal,
it's
too.
on his way down.
I didn't think it. I thought he.
But look,
This
it's
thing-
on his way down.
Yeah, it's still a goal team.
He had to get it closer to where the
He really
NBA logo
didn't do
was.
that.
But you know what? He was gonna probably miss that anyway. But you know what, Giannis, I ain't mad at you. You proving.
Oh, no,
you
no.
ain't coming to me.
No, you know why you do that?
Coming to me.
You know why you do that? It's psychological.
Because you ain't make
It's
the shot.
psychological.
Either way, you didn't make the shot.
Yep,
They
it's
do it-
psychological.
I don't know if y'all ever pay attention, but they do it like with timeouts.
Oh yeah, and they go to shoot it and they
take
tell
it
you.
up like
Yep. Yep.
You don't make those shots.
It's
like
all
that.
psychological.
Yeah, it's all mental.
It's all psychological.
Yep. Yep.
I ain't gonna lie though, I would be really disappointed if at the end of this they don't say some different things wrong with Chris Paul.
There is something wrong with him. It just hasn't impacted his game.
I would hate for him if the lights are too bright. I would hope not. At that age and at this level, this is your last shot.
He's been fucked up. He was fucked up in that game 6 against the Clippers.
Right.
And he still put up numbers.
Mm-hmm.
His shit was fucked up. It's confirmed that he has torn ligaments in his shooting hand. He still put up all those numbers against the Clippers. He still had 2 good games in the first 2 games against the Finals.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear that shit.
He's in his head. He's in his head at this
He
point.
could. I mean, he could have grinded it down even more, man. I don't know, but all I know is that CP don't look right. He doesn't look right, man.
For me, like I said, those turnovers. He just looks tired.
He's 36.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Is it tired, or does he look like he's having mobility issues? Is it mobility
it's a combination of all that?
Yeah, I think so.
It probably is. It's probably a combination.
I don't know.
It has to be, man.
Age, nutrition, and fear.
Okay, so explain the careless turnovers in games 3 and 4. Those are games that
Adam Silver made the call. No, I'm joking. I don't know, but when it comes to the turnover, to me that looked like a mobility issue. Damn, dude. The way he was trying to cross over, like his shoulder, like he couldn't. I'm like, what in the world?
He couldn't complete his moves. Y'all play basketball. Y'all been tired of the You do stupid stuff when you're just exhausted.
Absolutely.
But it's not stupid, right? Like it's not careless turnovers. What I'm seeing CP do is second guess the move. The shit that he's been doing for how many years now? 18 plus years. He's second guessing. When you do that, is when you lack confidence.
I'm with you, bro.
I'm not seeing him being lethargic. I'm seeing him like, oh shit, should I shoot that? Oh, okay, well now, I'm open. Let me shoot. No, what is you CP motherfucking three?
So you think Holiday has gotten in his head?
No, I think
it's internal. I think
he realized like if I don't win this game, my whole career is over.
Oh, he don't think about that shit. I don't think he care about that.
I don't think he's thinking about that in the moment. I just think sometimes it happens as basketball players. You get in your own fucking head and you're just not the player you are. But here's the thing. You, from minute to minute, from quarter to quarter, you can change that. Especially when you're at the level that CP's at. He know he's not playing good. And he knows that if I was dominating this game, we would be winning this game. It wouldn't even be this close. So he whatever that happy place is that basketball players have inside of themselves, he got to get there.
Look at that second quarter. When the Suns took charge of that game, it was CP3.
Yeah.
CP3 was running the show. He was making shots. He was executing everything. He hasn't done that in the sport, so he's going to have to step up big in the fourth quarter. He is the sole reason why they are losing these games. And I go back to game 3, and I go back to game...
He's also the sole reason why they...
No, 100%.
What's crazy about this game, though, is he's by far the leading scorer. He got 17 to 5. With like
but 13 of those happened in the first quarter. In the first
Also, what is CP3's greatest power as a point guard or any big point guard?
Get everybody else involved.
Pace.
Part of that, but it's controlling tempo. This game has been wild back and forth. Crazy swings. A point guard in his element. No, let's slow this shit down. Y'all niggas going too fast. Let me control this shit. Here you go. Let's get that shot. All right, boom. Y'all done scored 6 straight. We about to go 8 straight. And you control the flow of the game. That's what point guards do.
Who can he count on to help him control the pace?
And if he can't count on nobody, it has to be him. Did we not see him close out the Clippers CP is not a 20-point scorer.
They need Denver CP3 if they're going to win these last 2 games.
They need CP to bring them home. He's the difference as to why they weren't in the playoffs and why they're in the finals. CP isn't playing good. That's the reason why it's a back and forth game.
So the reason why I think they're in their head is because I go back to game 3 and game 4, those turnovers. And he admitted that they were sloppy, and I think he's thinking about not turning the ball over.
Yep. He's pressing.
I don't know, man. I think it could be a combination of all that, but something tells me that CP3 would not wait his entire life to get to this moment and then be like, "Oh, the lights." I think
that's what I'm saying, Q.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
How do you leave Giannis over?
Wow, that was it.
Q, I agree with that's what I was saying. That's why I say what I say, and it is what it is. But my question to you all, you can answer this first for me, Q. Where does this leave CP3's legacy if they lose this game? I mean, yeah, if they lose this game.
You know what? Unpopular opinion. I think that CP3, regardless of what people say, I think that even if he wins this finals, it's not going to be that much further than where people already think he is. If you think CP's the shit already, he gonna be the shit to you. If he's already a pretty solid point guard with all time great talent, but just isn't in your top 5 point guards, that's just kind of where you're gonna leave him at. So I don't think either one of the outcomes for CP3 in this series moves the needle much for him.
I agree 100% with you. Like when we talked about that on the show, I said it's not going to change one way or the other to me because he was already at the spot. So I don't think it'll elevate him anymore for me if he wins it or loses it. I definitely think for a lot of people that need that sort of validation, those sort of things, the finals appearance helps him in their minds. But I also think a finals loss will, as backwards as it is,
right,
it's gonna also take him away from it. It's like, you needed him to get to a finals to be great or to validate his career. Then he gets to the final and lose, and now you want to take it all away. It's like, which one is it?
Right.
Is it like it doesn't even add up.
I just give him mad props for getting here because, like I said, I even knowing that the Suns would be improved, we had no idea they would be. I don't think anybody began to see.
Miles Carter's surprised when he fouls the middle.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
And he be looking at
that was clear. That was a
like you literally just ran into the motherfucker like. Come on, bro.
But I don't like I said, I don't think anybody expected him to be here this fast. So the fact that he's the catalyst for that, and he did it every other stop he's been at, these last 2 stops, that man get much props. Just to get
hey, I'm loving
Hey, not them shit down.
I mean, you know what, so
he might miss this one because I said it, but still.
But
you know what, so against the Hawks too.
You know what's interesting is that we just talked about Kobe a couple probably 30 minutes ago. When was CP3 the best point guard undisputed in the NBA?
After Darren Williams fell off.
Are you sure? Because Derrick Rose had that crown for a couple years.
Not really. It was Derrick Rose is still making his case.
Darren Williams didn't fall off till like 2011, 2010, though.
Nah, he fell off a lot quicker than that.
I don't know about that. 2009, 2008, 2007. He was doing great those years. CP and him, it was a convo for at least 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah, for 5 years. For 5 years, there was a legitimate competition between Darren
Williams and CP.
Right? Double.
Yeah. I agree with that, Manny. Yeah, it definitely was.
And then
CP, and then Darren Williams just died.
The moment Darren
I don't know
Williams
what
got
happened
traded
to him.
Brooklyn,
He just stopped being good at basketball.
That was it.
That was like 2011, like 2010.
As soon as he got to the Nets.
Yeah.
The summer that year he got traded to the Nets.
Yeah. But even then, when he was in Jersey versus Brooklyn is what I'm saying. When he was in Jersey, he was all right still. It was still a conversation. But when he got to Brooklyn and they moved the team, then it was a conversation, in my opinion. It was CP and D Rose.
Those are the plays. Those are the plays, those possessions. You got to value those possessions.
And a lot of people, I'm tripping. A lot of people say Rondo.
No turnovers and bad.
That's not a no, FIFO.
That's not a bad turnover.
That's a horrible turnover.
I thought that was a big name.
That's a horrible turnover.
That's not a bad turnover.
He had to throw that hard.
I get the adrenaline kind of sitting there, but I just you gotta even
let him shoot that 3. I don't give a fuck. He make all of them. You let that man shoot that. That nigga gotta go 10 for 10, bro.
If he beat us that way?
Yep. Then y'all niggas win the championship.
What the fuck are y'all doing?
It's Kaminsky. Nobody thinking about that.
Like,
nigga.
They were focused on.
But that's a good move by Monty. Putting them in there.
I figured he should have done it sooner.
He hasn't played in that much in the last 2 games.
6 to 8 points already.
Mm-hmm.
Don't reach, Booker.
Stay up, hand up.
Good defense.
Cam Johnson.
That's good defense.
On the back end, that was Cam.
That was a little questionable, but
All I'm saying is Steph enters the picture for point guards like 2013.
But he didn't become. Mm-hmm.
So it becomes a conversation. I remember people were like, "Yo, CP." Like even then they were talking about Rondo, D. Will.
But
that's Kaminsky.
No, that was all ball first.
Yeah, that was all ball
That's
first.
Kaminsky.
It was. But that slightly depicts what I was talking about. Even though Kaminsky didn't have a body in front of him, there was two bodies the moment the ball came to Giannis. And that's why you front the post. So when that ball goes over and it's that soft lob pass, that other defender is right there the moment he catches it, or you get the steal. That's what you got to do against Giannis right now.
Bro, it's still the third quarter. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
He said, like, come on.
Because they keep fouling Giannis, so they keep calling the fouls whenever they touch Giannis.
You gotta do
It's over for the last
just
shot.
a big
Campaign
shot.
on this campaign.
I book.
Yeah,
You can take Miller.
PJ Tucker ain't got nothing on him.
Thank you.
I'm surprised they didn't call the elbow.
I gotta see this.
Because they normally call that against Booker.
That's an offensive foul, man. Jesus Christ.
That's a foul?
And this is why Team USA is not doing
He's a
that well.
superstar.
This right here is why Team USA is not doing
That's
well.
not a foul, bro. Get the fuck out of here. He caused most of that contact.
Wow.
His elbow is in that nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
You know,
This right here is exactly why Team USA is not doing
I
well.
wouldn't, and I've made that argument too. To me, that I wouldn't have called that.
That's a clean block.
Yeah, I wouldn't have called that.
He really got to work on that
Turning
part of
the
his
corner.
game. Yeah,
You
man.
got to be able to turn the corner better.
Yeah.
You like
it's
the rookie
bad.
of 2K trying to get around him.
71 overall and shit.
It's bad. He can shoot the lights out, but yeah.
69 dribble.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to get the FIBA refs in here ASAP. This is fucking atrocious. I'm sorry. Like this is the reason why you have young kids who are hunting fouls in AAU instead of knowing how to do up and under. I swear to God.
Hey, let me ask y'all.
Big shot by Drew.
Y'all got one pick left. It's Crowder and PJ Tucker. Who you pick?
I'm taking Crowder all day.
I think I'm taking Crowder.
Man, you taking Crowder?
All day over PJ right now.
Honestly, I'm taking Crowder.
I'm taking Crowder.
Crowder, a
I'm
better
not
3-point
happy
shooter,
about
better 3-point shooter,
But
a good team
there's only
defender.
2 dudes left. You got to pick one.
Only
You know why
because
I'm not-
PJ's only good for the corner three.
Yeah, that's it.
But the reason why I'm not taking Crowder is because he makes boneheaded.
Yes.
Stop. You got to take the good with the bad.
PJ does too.
There's a lot of
But
bad.
not offensively. Because
So that's a lot of good too,
More
man.
limited.
I take PJ.
And defensively, they're the same guy. So to me, I want the guy that's gonna make the least amount of mistakes.
PJ is
Jay
2
Crowder
years
better
from
than
opening up a
Dang,
sneaker
tie
store.
game going into the fourth.
Can't have some more than that. We just look
PJ
at it.
is
Bucks
2 years from
63-0.
opening up. Welcome to PJ.
I would take
I'll take Anthony Edwards. Nah.
Who you got there?
Start that up.
I want an Anthony Edwards on that for USA team.
He should have been in my
Okay.
group.
That team is trash.
And you know why it's trash is everything I was just saying, because these rules that foul by Booker is very exemplary of the reason why we're not doing well in Olympics. Let me stop saying we. Why USA basketball is not doing well in the Olympics, because the game has conditioned these players to hunt fouls. The game has conditioned these players to pump fake and jump into guys. They're looking at refs before they even put the ball up by the time they get to the paint. They're fishing for calls. So it's interesting to me what's going on when he's
That's only a part of it, though. I think the bigger reason why they're struggling, they didn't necessarily piece the best team together. Like those pieces are not complementary.
They don't even play defense.
Yeah, man, because Coach
Think
Pop
about
is
it.
flabby and sick.
Yeah, but they don't even play defense
Nope.
though. Like what?
They don't have no
They
defensive
don't
stoppers.
Yeah, like who's the defensive stoppers on their team?
And I mean, who are the defensive stoppers in the NBA that you can look at two ways? There's not that many two-way guys like that because it's been taken out of the game. It's so much of an onus on where's your bag that unless you're a big man, a big switchable body, then those are not the guys that are going to be making it.
Middleton got to bring it home now.
So they're going to be adding Booker and Middleton, and I think Holiday going to be added to that team.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about it? Adding those players.
Well, at least they got some defense.
Team USA should always win.
Their biggest issue, in my opinion, for the games that I watch, they don't have a primary playmaker. Everybody else, Dame is a shot maker. He's a score first point guard. Now, can he play point guard? Of course, but I'd rather have Dame have 35 than 10 assists.
Yeah, his first objective is put the ball in.
Yep, and that's the problem with that squad. They don't have a pass first guy outside of Draymond. That's a major problem.
People say people looking like you get afraid to be in class.
But this one looked
They
good.
were, but I did enjoy them.
You talking about the Marlon Wayne ones?
I did not like them judge.
I haven't watched them
That
since.
shit was horrible, bro.
Boy, 3/4 Giannis.
But Snake Eyes one of my favorite.
That's what I'm saying.
37 and 10.
He carried them, man.
And he shot like half of what the
Giannis
rest
is
of the
doing
team
his
shot.
thing, man.
Oh,
He's doing his thing.
Yeah,
He showed me some heart in that.
They're sending him to the
He shot
line.
over 50%.
But Middleton about to go off.
Middleton has to go off.
Middleton about to bring this thing home.
Middleton time.
It's Middleton time.
All right, this is where we gonna see what CP3 is really about right now.
Ouch.
So
CP3 is passing so much, man.
Be quiet, Q, because I think your shit a little bit further forward than ours.
Look at
$1 million move, $2 shot. Middleton right there.
You know what's crazy about Milwaukee
There
today?
you go.
I think it's gonna be Drew.
Since 08,
Maybe Portis.
Oh, you got it.
the only two players left from that 08 Milwaukee
Me too. I think
Middleton and Giannis.
Wow.
Take this little 2-minute break.
But CP3, I don't like the way he's passing the ball.
Break this on.
I don't like the way that CP's being so passive right now. Like he's passing the
That's
ball.
why he's in it. Oh, good. Boy, hey, you know how hard that pass is right there?
Yeah, that's a tough pass.
Wrapped around two niggas, man.
That's a tough pass. That's an underrated tough pass, man.
That means you have confidence and trust in your ability right there.
What the fuck are you doing?
Wake up,
Don't
Drew.
worry about
Yeah,
y'all.
show that pass. Show that pass.
That's a tough pass. That's a tough pass.
That's a beautiful pass.
That's a
Was
tough
that
pass.
left-handed?
Yeah, and
Oh,
was
my
up in.
Middleton
Off the
short
dribble.
with 5 minutes to go in the game. Trust
Double
me on
pass.
this.
Let's
Double
go.
The call was
CP, pick
in.
it up.
He's
C-
0-12 when Scott.
CP is giving that rock up and standing in the corner every possession. Bro, something's hurt wrong with
Whitey
him, bro.
against Whitey.
That's all he knows how to do.
Something's wrong with CP, man. He's just standing
It's
off in the
mental.
corner. Nah, bro. He's standing off in the corner, passing the ball off.
That's a good pull
I
up.
told y'all it's gonna be
That's a good
holiday.
pull up.
Holiday got it's holiday season.
It's the fourth quarter. You can't be. Cam got a score.
There it is.
And one.
That's why he needs to be aggressive.
Yep.
Everything goes
Gotta take
up.
over. Let
Yep.
CP.
Cam,
Right now,
when Cam shoot, it's coming off of his pass.
Yep.
Or the ball is moving off of what CP3 is doing.
CP got to just take over the game. See, no hesitation. No hesitation. He knew what he wanted to do.
That was a bullshit foul.
It wasn't. Giannis get those all the
That's
time.
what I'm saying. These rules, they gotta tighten up the play, man. Let guys, I don't have a problem with guys playing defense like Drew Holiday does on book, but let's have that all season long if we're gonna do that.
Bobby.
Hey, Bobby P.
Bobby
Ain't
playing
no
ball,
one can talk shit about Bobby P in Milwaukee.
You gotta get rebounds.
He's doing, yeah, you gotta get rebound. He's doing a good job of keeping the scoring low going while Giannis on the
Bro, stop searching for the call.
Look at Bobby. Go Bobby again. I'm hot.
Hey, Bobby P. Hey.
Yeah,
This ball
CP
was
might.
on 30 ass.
CP don't want to talk about Bobby Portis, man. He broke the shit out of what's his name's jaw in Chicago. Boom.
But the other thing is, you don't want to get the crowd hyped up and get the team hyped up too.
This is like a textbook. How to close out a home game. You get the one guy off the bench who's not known to do the great shit. OCP mad as shit.
He's just trying to get to his guy.
Bobby Portis, the modern day Anthony Mason.
Trying to get that Foster. That's all.
Frank Kaminsky said, hey, buddy.
He laughing at this goofy ass nigga.
That's the 2020 version of Anthony
Look out,
Mason right there,
man.
Bobby Portis.
He like, bro, stop. See, Chris, stop. What's actually funny is that if you put a fucking Bucks jersey on Chris Tucker in the crowd, you could probably just pass him off as Bobby Portis at a certain point.
Hey, Manny, I think you said something in the chat that I thought was interesting and was dope to say, too. I think you talked about Giannis winning this championship and how you were proud of him for not jumping ship.
What was that? My bad.
How you talked about Giannis, if he wins this championship, how proud of him you were for not jumping ship and joining the super team.
Yeah, man. I think that's important, man. I think that's important, for real. If whatever else you think about that dude,
Why is it important?
Man, ain't nobody give a fuck.
Why is it important?
You the old man on the lawn.
I agree with that.
Manny, why is it important?
I think it's important for guys to stay in their franchises, man. I don't like this shit. I don't like this shit because it's my personal opinion.
From a nigga who like the Lakers. Hey, now hold on. I'm just saying, the context of a nigga who like the Lakers.
Good one.
Let Manny talk. Manny, you gotta give me a better reason than just that's your personal preference. What's the why?
I think I want to see dudes stay with their franchise and battle through the adversity, man. Too many times now, man, like cats is just like, oh, we got swept in the second round. Let me go join my best friend from middle school and let's go play together. That's corny. That's corny to me though. That's corny to me.
But
like
you the Lakers. How does that make sense?
Okay.
That goes against everything the Lakers been doing for the last 20 years.
Okay. First of all, the Lakers, most of the Lakers championships have been drafted and developed.
Naturally going from the Lakers and that won the title.
Magic, Kobe were drafted. Magic and Kobe were drafted. Jerry West was drafted. Elgin Baylor was drafted.
Jerry West.
I'm giving you all the championships that the Lakers won with their figureheads were drafted players.
And you know what?
The only championship the Lakers have won without really,
we do got to be
really
honest,
without
bro.
a draft is this last championship.
Will got traded. Shaq got traded.
Hey, Manny,
but I'm saying who would
Kobe got traded. Y'all didn't even draft that nigga.
Man, we traded. We got
hey, Manny,
Kobe's a
that nigga was
in your defense, the Lakers have always been kind of successful, so they never had high draft picks. So there's no way you could build that type of franchise because you weren't ever in the lottery like that.
I get that. But my thing is like his whole principle is that I want niggas to stay with their franchise. All the rings that the Lakers got have not been because the niggas stay with their franchise.
Because of what his principles are.
Magic.
To answer you, Manny,
Kobe
not like that comment,
were drafted players.
That's 40 years ago.
They didn't draft Kobe. They traded.
They drafted Kobe.
Yes,
they drafted Kobe.
Kobe.
He's a Laker.
My stupid team traded Kobe.
Oh my God, man. Anyways, I think it is important for a guy like Giannis to stay in a small market like Milwaukee and tough it out.
That's what I was gonna say.
Now I'm not saying Giannis should stay there until he's 35 and then go chase the championship. Like I think there is a time and a place where you could demand a trade or you could demand some changes. But like, yo, I think it's important. I think it's important for the league. I think it's important for small markets to feel like, yo, we draft a player and if we just get luck.
I disagree vehemently because at the end of the day,
disagree vehemently.
We're bringing out the words. Game 6. Vehemently. Spell vehemently, bro.
Okay. Nigga ain't no spelling in chat. I know what the word is. But look, the reason why I disagree with that, Manny, is because sports are built off of dynasties, regardless of how they're built. And the more dynasties that you can have, the better the sport is.
Galaxy brain.
So the more super teams there are, the better basketball is for it. People want to see the next three-headed monster in the West to compete against Brooklyn. They want to see that. That's what the people want. I hate that.
Well, people want to see dominance. You know what I mean? Regardless, people want to see dominance. So regardless of what people say, it's like when you have a great villain in a movie. People might have not have been rooting for Thanos, but when they saw what he did to the Avengers, they were like, "God damn, that's a cold motherfucker." Same shit like we're Brooklyn.
Y'all can't tell me that, man.
Stop thinking, bro. Just hoop, man.
Good block.
Great block.
Shoot.
How in the world did he get
I'm
off
sliding off of cars when I shoot.
Why don't they go more aggressive at Giannis? Fuck these
just
layups. No, fuck the layups.
You see this big
Yo,
ass?
Giannis is eating on these boys.
Yes.
You gonna try to?
He blocked 8.
I guess
That was the alley oop. He didn't block Aiden's dunk. He blocked the alley oop for him. He said he saw.
Aiden had a hand. He had his hands on the ball.
Yes,
He
it
blocked
does
it.
matter.
Bro, he got 29. He got 39 points, dog.
Go, CP.
Over?
That's
He can shoot. He can shoot. Yeah, he can shoot over Giannis. That's not an issue.
I like parity, man, myself. I kind of like it when teams like this win. Me, I do at times because it just shows that, it gives, otherwise there's no point in the regular season. We go straight to the end. And
hey, good front.
How many does Aiden have?
That's got to be
That's five.
That's 5.
We got a super
But
chat
he
for
played good
Tigolo.
initial defense.
Tigolo got a good one, too. This is a good one. Can we stop pretending coaching matters if Bud wins?
Coaching matters in all places.
Coaching does matter. We gotta stop saying that. It does matter. It matters a lot.
So Bud hasn't done a good job.
Bud has not done a great job. He's done a solid job, and he's made some revelations.
The best job Bud has done is in the finals.
Yeah, I think coaching is just another element into it. At times it can matter more than others.
All of it matters, man. All of it matters. We want to make everything.
Well, see, that right there matters in this play more than y'all make it. He's making these shots.
Giannis is draining these free throws,
dog.
He locked in.
Yeah,
Man.
you got to trust him.
He locked in, man.
And what is his free throw percentage tonight?
He only missed one.
40 points, 12 rebounds.
Bro, this is Giannis defining himself in his play.
And he shot 14 free throws at that. These ain't like 2.
We gotta give him this.
He's switching them.
Yeah.
He ain't hitting no rim, dog.
Yes.
This is the best game I've ever seen Giannis play.
This is the maturation of Antetokounmpo, man.
No, he did, but the reason why I said this is the best game because the stakes have never been higher.
No. Yeah,
Because he got blocked before. That's why.
This is the best game.
Yep.
Oh, see, and this is why I would pick PJ Tucker. He think he could do too much. I'm good. Just chill in the corner, bro.
They called a foul on BP.
I know, but Jay Crowder thinks he can.
Bobby Porter started high stepping like Dion.
He did.
He said, "Hey,
you better be lucky they ain't call a tech."
Yeah, that's a question.
If that was Draymond,
they did call a tech.
Ball don't lie. Ball don't lie, because that was no foul. Where's the foul? Tell me where the foul at.
When has CP? Bro, CP missed a free throw.
Is choking.
He missed a free throw, bro. He hurt, bro. He hurt, bro.
He is an 80-90% free throw shooter, bro.
He hurt, bro. He hurt, bro. He hurt, bro.
Okay. But up until this point, he's been choking.
That's a free point. You make that. If you don't, put Booker there. Booker ain't gonna miss that shit.
Why would Booker shoot that free throw?
I need Booker to shoot more threes. I need Booker to shoot more threes, man.
I see it. Booker still should be the line.
Yes.
Here we go. We're coming to the last 5 minutes.
Because he's chasing fouls.
Yep.
That was a makeup call.
Put your hands down. Yeah. Put your motherfucking hands down.
They about to be in the bonus in 4 or 5 minutes.
Hey, we got a super chat from Corey Lyons.
4?
How is that not a foul?
Monty Williams said, "This is horse shit, man."
Giannis?
You missed it. It was contact before that.
Was it on Giannis?
Yes, right there.
That was a makeup call. That was a makeup call because that Portis.
They called the same thing. They called the same thing. They called the same thing against. That's right there. If that was Giannis, that would have. No. If that was Giannis driving, they would have gave. That would have been a call. That's not.
It was a makeup call, Ken.
That's not.
It was a makeup call.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm asking. I'm saying how is that not a foul?
That's why they gave him that.
Chris Paul missed it. It's immaterial to the discussion. What I'm saying is that should have been a foul on Giannis. The same shit has been happening to Giannis. They touch him and it's a foul.
So you vehemently saying that don't.
They're just inconsistent. It's so frustrating to watch.
15 for 16 from the line.
That's ridiculous, man. That right there.
That's better than Steph.
That right there alone.
You know what that is? That means that you just locked in. That's what that means.
Yeah, he is locked in. He feeling
That's locked. You
that
locked in.
That's why I said it.
That ain't better than Steph.
He's gotten better.
Steph can't do no better than 20 for 20 shit.
Look at this. Look, come on, y'all. I'm sorry. This some bullshit.
No, they're just a bigger team, more aggressive team right now.
Giannis has 17 free throws to the Suns' 15.
Yeah, because they follow him on purpose.
Why are they giving this nigga
They're not fouling him on purpose. Now they trying to even it out.
They're trying to even this bullshit out, bro.
We got a super chat with Corey Lyons. Let me get this
Good,
super chat in.
punk ass fouls, bro.
Corey Lyons, appreciate you as always. Come on now, Jerry West. Jerry West got the NBA trade prime of the century. Kwame and a bag of proof for Paul. Lakers give 10 talk on securing the ship.
Should have been.
Kobe won it out.
Should have been a foul last time.
People forget that.
They got to get stopped, though. All y'all can do is just
went on the radio station.
On the radio station.
Somebody get fouled out. They get fouled out. It's a wrap.
People forget
They
that.
actually played a little bit better without Ayton.
Middleton's been quiet though. That would worry me.
No, yeah.
Middleton really,
I think him off the court.
He has been quiet, but I guess he really had to do much because
nah, he needs to step up because Giannis can't keep doing it.
Middleton will show up in about 5 minutes to go in the game because
Middleton needs to show right now. There you go. Ask for the ball.
Giannis is locked in from the free throw line, but these averages gonna show up.
He got fouled. I think it's gonna be Drew.
That's a foul. Somebody held him.
I think he grabbed it. Watch. I think he grabbed it. He grabbed it on purpose because he wasn't gonna give him that dunk. Watch this grab, Chris Paul.
Come
no.
I'm over the bullshit. I'm over the bullshit.
Ken, I'm with you, Ken.
I'm over the bullshit.
That just looks like a bad pass.
Yep. You just let him go right past.
Oh, Bobby P. Wow. He might be finals MVP. Hey, Bobby P been playing.
Bobby Porter's making some money right now.
17 minutes, 16 points, 69. He's been very efficient.
This is the what we call it, the Austin Rivers game.
Chill out. See,
why y'all moving around? Why y'all not moving around? Look at that.
That's
bad
great
shot.
defense.
Got to the spot.
Bad shot.
That's great.
All they do on Booker is stay on the floor.
Yep. That's what you got to do. Don't go for the pump.
He got to get that wave pump fake.
And it's nice that it goes in, but it's making him work so hard to get it.
He's rolling. Yep, there you go.
Front of.
Yep.
Front of.
He's not gonna
Don't let him get the fuck you can't do that.
You call it, people.
Guard his ass, guard the ball.
Ain't been much you can beat that.
There
you go.
He's in his head.
There you go.
Told y'all.
Bust that.
Told y'all.
There you go.
Bro, that's a mobility. Bro, those are mobility issues, bro. That's not. He's not in his head, bro. Those are mobility issues.
It's crazy that they going to have.
It's Middleton time.
Tough shot.
Oh.
That was a bad shot.
He even giving this shit up to Booker, man.
Look how early he gave it up.
Yes.
CP's in his own head, bro.
Bro, CP is hurt, bro. There's no way in the world.
He's 110.
He's definitely hurt, bro. He's definitely hurt, bro.
It looked like he struck his shoulder down.
I thought it was a blocker.
From that angle, it looked like he did.
I don't know about that. Let me see that again. Come on, bro.
Did he throw his elbow?
Right there.
I don't know about that.
That's not.
I don't know about that.
That's not a finals call.
I thought he threw the elbow.
Bro,
The NBA needs
that's
to
a
go
flop.
to
That's a flop.
fucking damn electronic refs.
I knew that's what you could say.
Self-checkout refs.
Yeah.
Yep. Fuck these humans, man.
I swear though.
Oh, there you go. That's what Pat does. That's the same thing you
And that's
said he
game.
did. Oh.
They got a shot, man. They just got
There's
to.
still too much time left.
Yeah, still in the game.
There's still too much time left. They only
Bro,
got about
Booker gotta expand his game to 3-point, man. Booker's too much of a mid-range guy.
You see what happens when you front him? Automatic double
team. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
tough.
man, Crowder. That's why Crowder over what is his name?
Giannis might score 50 in this game.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't.
Giannis might score 50 in this game. In a closeout game, in a final,
He might.
I want to see the side. What do they call this shit? What?
Side by side.
Hey, that Jameson hit there. What?
I want to see the
What was it? Oh shit! What was I saying?
The huddles. I want to see the others.
I thought you were gonna say something about Vietnam. Oh man,
fuck this game, man. Giannis trash.
Damn, Ken.
Damn, Giannis is trash.
God damn. What? I just want to know what.
With the super
I just want to know what Giannis did to Ken and FIFA, bro. I just want to know.
Alex with the super chat says FIFA Giannis hurt you. I think he did, but
What you say, man?
I'm glad if I can be the catalyst for him to be the best player.
I just want to know what did Giannis do to Ken and FIFA? God damn.
Not be the best player in the NBA when he has all the tools to be. That is simple.
See, there you go. Shit.
Hey, but do you know what's crazy? We was an ankle injury away from not seeing it.
100%. No, you mean a knee injury?
Not even that. You were a tenth of a shoe.
No, I'm talking about.
You were an inch of a shoe.
You talking about Kyrie?
Kyrie.
Oh.
If Kyrie had not went down.
Nah, I would say this. If it was Kyrie and KD in this finals, it's a sweep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah,
They're gonna sweep the ball.
And Q right though. We also a referee away.
Oh yeah.
Not even referee. We really.
Say what?
See that shit. I said nobody want to see the fucking Nets win a championship.
I would want to see
They
him
be hating on everybody but the Lakers.
He is.
Like,
I
the
want to see him
Lakers
lose one
do the
though.
same
He
shit.
accused us of hating.
They do the same shit you talking about.
Hates all the time. Listen to his podcast. It's all on there.
What?
Bro, you be
Y'all niggas was just hating this nigga for 3 hours, but I hate on time. Got it.
You hate all the time.
Hey, this was.
I could go down the list.
If you go back to the beginning of the year, this was supposed to be a Lakers Nets final.
You know what I'm saying? You going to?
Yeah, I mean, regardless, like it's well, Suns would have won. You know, you talking about AD, you talking about Kawhi being hurt.
Yeah.
Like on both sides, you look at these finals and be like,
yeah, both sides. Both sides, I'm not gonna lie, they got some good luck. They got some good breaks.
mm-hmm.
Now they handle their business because you can't control who you're playing.
He got it.
But both these teams were dead in the water in this playoffs, and both of them survived. Both of the time.
Giannis has got a pass. Niggas is scared to play. Man, look at him. Niggas is scared to play.
He play hard, man.
I love it, man.
And you know what's crazy though? Think about the Suns though. What series were they actually favored in? Because the first series they played the Lakers, the Lakers were favored in that
maybe
series.
Denver.
They weren't even favored in Denver, I don't think.
But when Murray went out, they were.
Even without Murray, Denver was supposed to beat the Suns based on projection.
Yeah, that's what Aiden didn't have. This series.
Bro, we don't even remember Jokic won MVP.
Right.
Nope.
But they were supposed to beat these Suns, and then
Here come Batman. Here come Batman with Chris Middleton. We gonna
What
see.
I tell you? What time is it? What time on the clock? Didn't I say 5 minutes?
He made one shot.
Bro, CP is not being passive. He's
Middleton time,
he's
man.
literally hurt.
PJ.
He going. They're not even guarding you, bro.
D Book look like they can't touch me, man.
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah, Book.
I told you, dog.
Yeah, Book is not compared to Kobe. Book was one of Kobe's favorite players. And he, once
Who was
again,
doing that? Who was comparing?
a lot of people, because
Stephen A.
a lot of people,
goofy ass niggas.
They did, but I think what happened was when
Oh, that's a foul.
Kobe liked him, and Kobe was taking him under his wing.
the Suns that made me call the whole series.
And Kobe kind of called him baby mama because that's what
D Book is getting fouled though.
Kobe was helping Book.
He's not, but once people
He's a
heard
disciple.
that Kobe was a
like
fan of
Kyrie.
Booker, they attached themselves to Booker.
Yeah,
Right.
that's it. That's where the correlation
It's crazy
Because they like
still in this game. This is fucking.
They're right in this game.
It's been a 6-point.
Like looking at
Come
this,
on,
I'm thinking Milwaukee be
DeAndre.
up by like
Damn.
15.
It's been a 6-point.
It's over.
Oh, I know. I'm just.
They are.
Look how scared he is.
There are two
Damn.
Crowder buckets.
They body language looks a little off.
Bro, Giannis is just
No bag Giannis. No bag Giannis.
Hey,
CP is the leader, and he don't look confident.
he does.
bro. CP, his shoulder is done.
This is your only chance you're gonna win.
And you're down by 6. You hand it to Ayton. I'm sorry, like Ayton's he has to
It's
be
2.5
set up.
minutes.
You
Ain't
give
no
it
big
to
three.
in the first
I
5
don't
minutes.
know who's saying.
Like, there's no sense of urgency from CP.
None. No sense of urgency.
Bro,
Booker got it,
he
but-
can't put the ball up, bro.
That's not his shot.
He can't put the ball up.
Gotta
Buck.
make that seat.
Good pass.
Can he get an and what?
It's like he's swipe
They
down.
don't. I've been telling
Did
you.
he get an and what?
No,
Swipe down, hand him.
bro, they ain't been calling shit on the
Hey,
Suns. I mean, on the Bucks the whole
Could
series.
y'all tell me why Cam Johnson is not in this game right now?
I don't know.
Even Cam Payne at this point, I ain't even fronting right now.
Look at this.
Payne should be in this game.
Well, Crowder did just get that ball. It's still a foul.
Alright, yeah, chill out.
Oh, Cam Johnson 1 for 5. That's my answer.
But he's still.
But it's
he's
the little things that
yes.
Yeah, he's aggressive.
Yeah, and he's aggressive.
He's a shot maker. He plays. He's high IQ.
Yeah, the moment's not too big.
Look at that.
No.
Giannis scored 20 of his 37 points in the third quarter. His second 20-point quarter this series. The only other player that had 2 20-point
Stop it. We
quarters
don't want to hear this shit.
is Isaiah Thomas.
Who?
Isaiah Thomas.
Amen. Hey, we them boys. The super chat. We them boys says Giannis. We them boys said Giannis has 47 points. Who cares about a bag of tricks? He's legendary right now.
No, yeah,
He's having his best game.
He's having the game of his life right now.
He's playing like he wants it. Giannis playing like he wants it. And I respect that. I like that. CP3 and them, not.
Booker is CP3 not.
Boy.
Booker has definitely matched Giannis's intensity and want to win.
Yeah, he does not hit
Booker has to expand his game for me, man.
I'm with you, Q, 100%.
Booker needs to get to the basket.
Yep.
His 3-point shot and his agility needs work, man. He needs a better pull-up game. All of this mid-range stuff is cute, but guys are figuring out that if I stay stationary on the ground, I don't have to really worry about much because he doesn't have the torque to get back to get past me. You know what I mean?
He needs to get mentally tougher too.
He does. This team.
Yep.
I mean,
I agree, man.
Hey, let's not forget this is his first playoffs.
I mean,
It's his first playoffs.
Absolutely.
He'll learn.
And you know what?
Manny,
Honestly,
that was the argument me and you had because you wanted to call him a superstar too. He's not there yet. Remember?
He's not there yet.
That's what I was trying to say. You see what I'm saying?
He'll
right
learn,
now.
man. He'll learn. He got time. He'll learn. He's
No,
what, 24?
He's there. But what I'm saying is he has 6 turnovers. He has 3 fouls. He does have to do the little things. It is the middle stuff, and that's what he'll get. That's why I think he's going to get better. He's going to be one of the faces of the league.
Yeah, but how? Like, when Chris Paul is gone, like, who's going to be the guy to come in?
Ben Simmons.
Okay. Maybe.
Look, at the end of the day, Ken, basketball for at least the elite guys, or the guys that really want it, right? It's not just the elites, but the guys that really want it. Just playing the game helps you become better at the game. And I think with Book playing, obviously, in a finals and possibly not winning, I think Book is the type of player that it's going to drive.
There's no possible to it.
Huh?
There's no possible to it.
And you also see, like, Joel Embiid, like,
There's
what
the
happened
fronting.
this year.
Honest, man.
There's the fronting.
Yep. They should.
They got away from it. But they fronted him, but they went away from it.
Because
Wow.
Bridges don't have enough girth or length for Giannis. That's not the guy you use on the front. You got to put some bottom end torque like Jay Crowder or some overall size like Cam. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
That's game.
Crowder got this.
He don't want it.
That's game.
I saw what he called.
Crowder had way too many shots in this fourth quarter.
He probably got more shots than CP.
D Book is, but CP can't even put the ball up. CP can't even put the ball up barely.
I guarantee you.
CP doesn't want to put the ball up.
After this
There's
game,
a
I don't know, man. CP3 is wide open, man. He's wide open. Like to me, that mentality argument doesn't make much sense. He's waited his whole life to get here.
Right, exactly. Q, I agree.
He's waited his whole life to get here. He's not like, oh, it's too bright. He's hurt, man.
He's hurt. And after this game, they're gonna tell you what's wrong with him.
They gonna tell you because bro, he had a wide open three. He had a wide open three and passed it.
He's on the fucking court, bro.
That's because you don't want to take him out because he may never get here again. So you keep him out there for respect, but you can't tell me.
Go.
Middleton, bro. Waste the time on the fucking clock, bro.
He needs all the time he can get because he's not right.
Tigolo said Butler a superstar, but Giannis not fake news. DES. That's not a DES tape.
Wasn't a superstar.
That's not a DES tape.
See, man, they are just drawing up. They are drawing up the same high screen.
Go to the rack. Go to the rack. Get to the rack.
Drew Holiday is so strong, man.
Yes.
He's strong as an ox.
Yes.
Why does he?
That's nice, bro. That was nice, bro. Did Crowder get fouled?
Crowder has way too many shots in this fourth quarter.
And you know whose fault that is? Devin Booker. Because Devin Booker has had so much separation, but he refuses to just pull it.
Now, this is CP's fault. These are CP shots.
CP can't shoot right now.
You
wouldn't expect Crowder to do it.
Look, all I'm saying is when Giannis switch off the CP got to attack that. CP, how many attempts does CP need to have this game?
When CP3 was aggressive and going in the first half, mainly in the second quarter, the Suns were in control of the game. They were rolling. He's taken a step back, and we see the results of it. It's clear as day. Now, whether that's due to injuries or mental makeup, that remains to be seen. I'm leaning towards the side of mental makeup plus the injuries. Because I know he's hurt for a fact.
He old.
I don't know if it's gotten worse.
Right, he been holding that shoulder up. He been holding that shoulder up all playoffs, giving people the performances.
But that shit did not matter,
can.
though. And right now, it should not matter.
It didn't matter in Game 6 against the Clippers. It didn't matter against Denver.
But that's time, though.
But I still think, though, that different times, I mean, it can feel different. Right now, he just does not have enough gas in the tank.
They closing out, man.
What I tell y'all?
That's tough.
That's a hooper. That's a hooper. That's a pure hooper.
Middleton, tough shot. Tough shot.
Milwaukee.
I told y'all Middleton, man.
6 seconds to go.
Why don't they run plays like that for Booker?
I think Monty Williams is going to grow from this. I think Devin Booker can get so much better than he is right now. I think DeAndre Ayton needs to get tougher on defense. I think that they need to add some more pieces to this Phoenix team. I think that they need another scoring option.
They need a bench. They have no bench. They have no depth.
Yeah,
CP3 should not be your second option. CP3 at this age in his life, he should not be a second option.
In his life, in his life, should not be a second option. CP at this stage in his career, man, CP3 should be a third or fourth option. Man, Chris is cold, man. Cardiac Chris.
Man, that's crazy. They were talking about giving Chris Paul 3 years, $100 million.
Oh, that's off the table.
That was.
Oh no!
If they give Chris Paul $100 million,
shit, Manny,
that whole franchise
don't speak too soon. Don't speak too soon.
That was game 2.
They'll probably still give it to him, but I think they got to figure out like how they're gonna like.
They need one more piece. One more piece beside him.
Yeah, and that bench. But there is something I do want to point out. This man is notorious for losing 2-0 leads in series.
I can't.
Here we go.
We don't get the Chris Paul head going on.
Hey, look, CP is not playing like CP on the stretch, bro.
2-0 leads. I think he's blown more 2-0 leads.
They call him C3.
And then when you lose it in this fashion.
Yeah, Booker missing threes, man. Damn.
Shut up, Q.
What the fuck is Bridges doing?
The fucking Milwaukee Bucks have won the championship.
Told y'all he was winning this game. The call was in.
Mike Budenholzer is an NBA champion, dog.
I want Giannis.
Isn't that crazy?
That's disgusting. That
is. It is. Mike Budenholzer has as many rings as Doc Rivers.
I'm
gonna be quiet.
That's disgusting.
Shout out to Giannis.
Mike Budenholzer has as many rings as Doc Rivers.
Brooke Lopez is an NBA champion.
Giannis is 16 for 25 from the field, 16 for 17 from the free throw line.
Pat Connaughton has more rings than Chris Paul.
13 rebounds and 5 blocks.
If he shoots his percentage from the free throw line, it's a completely different game. This was a
Jay Crowder probably mad as a motherfucker. He like, man, I done lost twice in a row and I forgot.
That's what his salsa dancing ass get. And you know what? LeBron should salsa dance on his ass. What kind of a shot was that?
Foul Giannis, foul him.
He wanted to keep that free throw percentage.
I want him to get to 50 though.
He traveled.
He did travel.
Damn,
He did travel.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a champion. This is crazy. Wow.
I want Giannis to get that
Holiday
50
got a
piece.
title.
Get Giannis the ball again.
Shout out to Drew Holiday, man. Best two-way guard in the NBA.
Bobby
for the last
Portis
3
got a
years.
title.
Never would have made it. Torrey Craig on the
Bobby
other
Portis.
That's one more than Carmelo.
Shout out Bobby.
Chris Middleton got a title before James Harden.
He did.
Yeah. Why we gotta do that? Why we gotta do that? Why we gotta talk bad about Black
Jeff Teague got more rings than CP.
Jeff fucking T. That's fucking.
Giannis got a title
I
before
would say
James Harden,
this.
man.
Rondo has always said since CP3 was in New Orleans, like, nigga, you would never win a ring.
Yeah.
Ever since that quote, bro, I've been paying attention to CP career, bro. This nigga, bro.
Well, it was worse when he didn't even make the finals. Now you make the finals. At least he made a final.
And he was up 2-0.
He was up 2-0. He blows 2-0 leads, man. It's what he does.
He can get you there, but he can't get you over the top.
At first he couldn't even get you there. Yep. So now he got them there. So it is what it is. At least he played in one. Like,
he ain't never gonna get another one.
So people,
Unless
I
it's in LA.
So I want to see
Which LA?
The Lakers.
I told you.
Yeah.
I told you,
look,
man.
I think he's gonna go. I think there's a.
They talk about the banana boat gonna be in LA. They said Melo and
Bro, that's what I'm saying, Manny.
If CP3 runs straight to Trump, Scott post that after this. Who gone?
Q got a babysit.
You always dip on what I said. Reggie with the super chat. Cliff Paul gonna cry when he get in the car. Yeah, that is Cliff Paul out there. But see, give it to Giannis, man.
Giannis don't want it.
He was asking for it.
His kids gonna call him Cliff when he get home.
Yeah, that's gonna be Cliff.
But the thing about it is that games 4 and 5, they could have won. That's the thing about it. Like especially game 5,
they was up 16.
They won at home, bro.
They was up 16.
PJ fucking Tucker
is getting a title.
Left Houston?
Yep.
That was a big pickup too.
That was.
It
gave him more grit.
Yeah.
I
mean, they put together.
He's so
nervous.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
He's hype.
Yeah, he hyped. Yeah.
But Ayton gotta he gotta get like physical. He gotta get more physical. I know he's finesse, but he gotta get more physical.
His spots, like you said, it doesn't have to become his game.
Yeah.
He has to have that tool in the back.
Yeah, shout out to Monty and the Suns, man. They deserve all praises because they made it.
And he got 47 in Chelsea. He don't got 49.
He said they had 49.
Well, just here they just so he got 47.
Yeah, they have 47 up there. Don't try to pad your stats now.
That's like his third shot in the quarter.
Come on, CP3, it's over.
No, he got a
shit before Harden.
Yeah, he got 49. So
Harden was talking hella shit about Giannis.
He gonna get his 50 right here. We got a chat from Adrian Wells. Adrian Wells was handed. Great job, Bucks. I told everyone in 6. Great live stream. We appreciate the love, man. There was few of us that were saying the Bucks.
You ain't tell us
only
the
a
6.
couple of us.
He ain't tell us the 6.
He did. No, he did. It was only a couple people in the chat with me that said the Bucks was gonna win this. And here we are.
He gonna miss both of these.
Lost the first 2 and won both straight.
Now he got 50.
Locked the fuck
He has 50.
He's locked in, bro. He ain't missing shit.
50-point game, yo.
I don't get 49.
No, I say he got 59.
Oh, he got 50?
Yeah, they had it wrong.
And look, he's shooting 69%.
Chris Paul never should have fouled him. I would have been hating like that. I was like, ain't gonna foul him.
Yeah, I was there. They shouldn't have fouled him. I didn't think they were going to do it.
I wouldn't let you get 50.
I didn't think they were going to do it. He missed it on purpose just so it looked better like 51.
He just got 50.
Yeah, I got 50. I don't want 51. That don't sound right.
They let this fool put up 50 points. They in the referees game.
18,
20.
Yeah, he scored.
I can't wait to see the State Farm commercials now.
They need to put Giannis on the State Farm.
Hey, that's
He carried them in this game. He carried Middleton. He carried
his neighbor.
He did what he's supposed to do. Giannis did exactly
his neighbor should be like
in the year that he re-signed with the Bucks, he won the title.
When everybody thought he was gonna leave.
When everybody thought they told him he should leave.
Yeah, everybody said he should leave. Aldridge J with the super chat.
I'm kind of happy for PJ Tucker, man. All those years in Houston.
Right, playing with Harden.
PJ Tucker had a whole.
That's wild. That's great.
What
First
he had
championship
like
in 71.
Yeah.
Like years.
He had like 6 points or something.
Is it big old and creamy?
Hey, B, how does your pops feel about Giannis? You gotta ask him. For the next one, I want to know what he feels about Giannis.
I mean, he thinks he's a pretty athlete, but I haven't like fairly asked him. I'm gonna ask him now if I'm talking about championship.
All J said Finals MVP, 2-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, 5 times All NBA, 5-time All Star. Those are pretty impressive numbers.
And what, 26 years
That's
old,
not
right?
pretty
Yeah.
That's all of that.
At 26?
Well, I want to see it continue to grow. I want to see what the next
He
part is.
He
can retire. He can retire right now.
Yeah, he's all famous.
Yeah, I want to see what the next.
He's
That's
all
true.
right.
I agree. I just want to see what the next part of his life is going to be. The next part of his.
Wow.
But that's what I said. That's why.
This
That's
is
why.
crazy.
The Bucks won the fucking NBA.
They better thank James Harden and Kyrie Irving.
They sure better. Like I said, it's Kyrie's
He said
ankle.
they better thank
If
him.
Kyrie had not
And
twisted that
AD.
ankle,
And
they
AD,
still, yeah.
well, I don't know about AD. The Suns need to thank AD for even getting there.
Yeah.
And Kawhi. But
And he got his brother a title too.
his brother.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But his other brother got a title before.
So
him.
now all
Damn, did he not?
all his
Did they
brothers,
not?
His whole the Antetokounmpos, man.
They all got titles now.
all the brothers got.
That's crazy.
Except
They
for
better
the
than the Ball
very
brothers.
youngest
They
one.
better than the Ball brothers.
There's 4 of them.
Oh, that was two.
No, there's 3. There's 3 in the league.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
another
okay.
brother.
2 of them on the Bucks and 1 on the Lakers. But there's a youngest one that's not in the
They
league
said
yet.
Giannis said he's the best.
He's the best. Yep.
Dang. Booker was like, damn.
But look, hey, look. I would be scared
He
of
crying right
D-Book
now. Hey.
moving forward.
Giannis,
Even more scared.
He got a taste.
Alex
He
Campbell.
showed out. Look,
Alex Campbell with the super chat.
Booker showed out, y'all.
Yeah, for his first taste of the playoffs.
Booker showed the fuck out.
Booker showed out.
But no, Giannis
Y'all
showed me
did y'all
something.
say Luka? Is that what y'all said? Hey, Alex Campbell. Shout out to Alex Campbell. So people are kidding. Giannis still not top 5?
He top 3 and he top 2 and he not 2.
No, he's
He
not
top 2 and he not
no,
2.
he's not top 5.
He top 2 and he not 2.
And he's definitely not the best player in the
I'll
NBA.
put it to you like this.
Not even close.
Minus the point in the field goal percentage. If Giannis next season consistently makes the shots to kill runs like he did in this game, then yes, he's top 3. In my opinion.
He's not top 3 right now. So
He's
Sierra
I give him top
Monique,
5.
It's only 4 brothers.
who's better
right?
than him?
It's only 4 brothers, I think, Sierra.
James
I could
Harden.
be wrong, but I think
You
it's
put
only 4.
Steph over Giannis after this one?
Yes.
Fuck out of here.
Yes, sir.
The fuck out of here.
I'm not a ring
Giannis
guy,
is not-
but didn't Steph dominate the league for about 5 years?
Nope.
Come on, for the same nigga
Don't-
that
don't-
said
don't-
that.
don't-
That stuff
don't-
in red is on
don't-
top. Okay.
Don't,
Okay.
don't, people, don't let that.
He ain't run shit.
Don't.
He ain't run
Nope.
shit.
The only
Nope.
unanimous MVP. Okay, he ain't run a damn.
I got
And
Bron.
what happened that year when he was unanimous?
I got
He got his
Kenny.
ass. He lost the 3-1
He got more.
lead.
He got more chips
He
than
lost the
Giannis.
3-1 lead.
He got more chips
He
than
lost.
Giannis.
He lost.
He got more chips than Giannis.
Because of who? KD.
He got more chips than Giannis.
Huh?
I am about to cry because this is really big, man.
He be hyper, bro.
I'm crying about Torrey Craig.
He'll be like, yeah, bro, I picked the Bucks the whole time.
I did pick the Bucks the whole time.
When they
Not
got to
the
the
ones-
finals, he had the Clippers
Nope.
winning it all.
No. Oh, yeah, I did. I actually had the Nuggets winning all before Murray got it.
Yeah, that's how wrong.
And then I went to the
You've been wrong-
Clippers.
you've been wrong since the beginning of the season.
Well, no, but I had.
I'm never right, so I don't know.
No, I actually had the Bucks in this series because
Yeah, you
I
had the
figured.
Bucks in the series.
Yeah, I figured Brooklyn would have beat. Like I said, Brooklyn would have beat the Bucks if not for them. So no, but I did think.
Well, Giannis, the challenge completed for Kobe.
Hey,
Darryl
Yeah,
Brown,
he
you're
did
right. Darryl Brown said
he probably gonna
said-
dedicate that
he said
to
it right.
Yeah, remember
He
when
said
he won
the
MVP,
Suns gotta
Kobe
thank
said next
AD,
up championship.
Jamal Murray and Kawhi.
Yeah, we said that. We
But that's
said
crazy.
that.
But I
yeah.
didn't think about that. Every team that they
Yeah.
played had a star out, not just a person out.
Yeah, we
same thing
said
with
that.
Steph first time around.
Same thing with because when Steph won, nobody was saying he was the best player in the league.
Nah, they was kind of.
No, not the first one.
No,
He
not
won-
the first
he won
one.
MVP that year, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Sierra
He won
Sierra
MVP.
Monique Rickles. Giannis got 4 brothers.
Yeah, that's what you said.
No, I thought he had 3.
This best player in the league stuff after winning titles.
Yeah,
Right, he really is.
five.
It
Like,
really
yeah,
is.
y'all need
I
to
thought it was.
It really
I
Y'all
thought
need
it
to
was
chill
4
out
too.
with
Thank
that.
you, Sierra Monique Rickles.
What?
Like every time a team win a championship, y'all rank that player.
Bro, Giannis, bro, I always said, didn't we say for years, if Giannis got a jump shot, he's the best player in the league.
Does he have a jump shot?
Yep.
No.
I'm trying to say, did we not see them shots?
He's not better than KD.
No.
Nope.
I won't say that yet.
He's not better.
But
He's not better than LeBron.
Right now, he's the best
He's not
player in
better
the
than
league.
LeBron.
He's not better than LeBron.
Finals, the finals MVP, the best player in the league right
Like I said, he top 5. He number 4.
I'm trying to be respectful.
He's top 3.
Because I don't want to shit on. I'm not going to shit on the guy's night.
You just said you don't know about KD?
I'm not going to shit on the guy's night.
I said right now. I can't see KD right now. All I see is Giannis.
Yeah, you can. He playing in Tokyo.
Get his ass busted.
KD, LeBron, Harden, Steph, and give me Kawhi.
Over Giannis?
Yep.
Can't put the cup down.
All right, give me AD over Kawhi. Over Giannis.
Put the cup down.
I'll take AD over Giannis.
Yeah, he ain't got to say genius, bro. He does not have to say genius. Because the one I'm talking about, let me see.
That's the youngest.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
You almost
They own this finals.
Yeah.
You start off going down 0-2 and then you win 4 straight.
And
They did some D-Wade shit.
Yeah.
D-Wade shit.
They did it in 2 series too.
Yeah.
They did it against the Nets, and then they did it against
down 0-2, won 4 straight. That's crazy.
That's not easy.
Yeah, fuck no.
So I think if you're the Bucks, like
and the only team that home for quarterback.
like you giving them that money, validated. Like you're good. It's like the Toronto move.
Yeah.
Because this all this is.
Yeah.
This is just the Raptors championship.
No, it's not.
This. Nick,
No,
it's
not.
not.
Hold on, I'm not. I don't want to disrespect the guy that Bucks owns now.
No. I know what Ken.
So I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna chill out. Chill out.
Put the cup down and chill out.
But Tuesday or Thursday, I'll be back again.
Today Tuesday.
I mean, next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. I'm gonna show gratitude because I know the people may think differently of me, but I do. Now y'all are still trash, but
He's not trash. He just said he was trying to shit on his night.
You're right. I'm sorry. Giannis handled his business.
Where's what's her name? Maria. What's the girl name that Rachel Nichols this and this shit? Maria.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where's she at?
She left.
Nah, Andrew's been doing whole final days. Look at DiVincenzo. He got a championship too. Is Torrey Craig out there celebrating?
Jeff T gets a title too.
Yep. I think Buddha has only played like 2 guys off his bench, Portis and
which was released to the next super chat. Carter Pearson Ward said Coach Bud really went from the coach on the hot seat to a championship head coach. Yeah. To be honest with you, though, Connor,
too.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Connor, he's still on the hot seat. I think if he has a slow start, then we get him up out of there.
Nah,
No,
he bought himself a year.
Yeah, a season.
1
maybe
year.
2. Maybe 2.
A season and a half.
Yeah.
Not like he could be bad next season, and if you start the season out, you out of here.
Yeah.
But he bought himself a season.
Damn, man.
They played 3 players.
I know, right? That's saying out
there. I
there.
didn't realize the white man did with it.
Damn, man, Monty.
That's the only thing I hate.
Jones.
That's the only thing I hate. But respecting them for getting there.
Oh yeah.
But it would have been nice today.
For this to be Booker's first rodeo in the playoffs.
He showed out.
I gotta call out Monty Williams. He has to get better in in-game adjustment.
Yeah, he does.
He ain't never been there before though.
But as a coach, regardless of whatever stage you're on, you gotta be who you are.
He better be the owner because I don't care who this white man.
Middleton go get it.
Who this white man?
Middleton lost it tonight.
He better be the owner. Y'all should be holding that motherfucker first.
He gonna hold up that.
Nah, that's the deal.
He gonna hold up the Bill Russell. That's the like. He's on the Bill Russell trade.
Yes, sir.
Where Bill Russell at? I thought you always have to find him.
Tigolo Kane said, Giannis no skill and Bud no coach was really good.
Everybody. I'm not gonna disrespect the guys on their night.
On Thursday.
Man, I'm telling you.
He don't get all his notes ready.
They already written. I got them. But no, I think this is great. I think either way, as a fan of the NBA,
I think it's
as a fan of the NBA, man, we got either team winning would have been.
It would have been the first time for Phoenix, but it's the first time in 50 years for them.
Yeah, it's big. It's big for the league. Hey, let me ask y'all a question in the chat in the room. Will the Milwaukee Bucks be back?
No.
They'll be back in the Chicago.
I think both teams.
I gotta see the roster.
Yeah, I
They
think
got a
both
shot.
teams' only shot was this year.
The East is wide open, man.
The Bucks will be back in the Eastern Conference Finals next year against the Nets. It'll be the same rematch.
Nah.
The Sixers.
Who in the outside of the Nets? Outside of the Nets, who in the East? The Bucks.
About the Hawks. You think the
That's
Hawks
what I'm
gonna
saying.
make it?
The Hawks ain't
The
doing
Hawks
shit.
gonna make
The
it?
Hawks over the
Man, the Hawks ain't doing shit.
They're gonna be a second round team. They're gonna be bounced out.
Second round two.
Second round team get bounced
I
out.
can't even lie and say that I disagree with Joe. I fear injuries for.
What about Collins? Is he's up for
Collins might be gone.
I would like to see the Hawks come back because I like the excitement of the area.
What the Hawks owner did come out and say, they don't have enough money to pay everybody. So would that indirectly, directly is saying, John Collins, we ain't paying you max money, bro.
Yeah.
But look, I have to see what the Hawks roster looks like. But I do think that if they keep the majority of those pieces, and depending on what they get to, because I don't think you can just let John Collins walk for nothing. You got to sign and trade him.
Like if you, I know Dame got to be like, man, this fucked up. Dame, Giannis stayed with Portland this whole time. Giannis stayed with them this whole time. He get a ring. I stayed with Portland. I can't even get a ring.
But you know what, though?
Fucking Chris Middleton.
Chris Middleton is a better Robin than CJ McCollum.
Now they used to shit on
Shit, you playing the Pistons. You stand there home and
CJ McCollum offensively is better than Chris Middleton.
He got a bag.
He do. But defensively, he's a major liability.
I just think
that's the problem.
Also, the fact that Giannis is the way he is.
Bro,
it's kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie. When your best player is under 6'2", that's not a formula for success.
It's not.
You can be. You should be.
got the
second best player. It's hard.
You put up
Bill Russell.
Yeah, you gotta get that.
You gotta get that.
So Manny, I got a question for you, Manny. How does this championship change Milwaukee?
He didn't want that chip, and he got to the finals.
And that's all he's ever talked about, too.
Yeah, he took.
Manny,
did
you hear me? How does this championship change Milwaukee as a franchise and organization?
You said does it or does it not? You
How?
asked a question or you?
What changes?
How?
Yeah, what changes?
It makes them a destination. You a player, right? First of all, you got Giannis, who has put himself up there.
Nigga, did Milwaukee move to
Giannis,
Florida?
whatever you gonna let me talk, or you just gonna talk over me?
Tell him, Manny.
You asked me a question. I said how Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks won a championship. Whatever you may think about Giannis as a player, it's irrelevant. Giannis is an NBA champion. Chris Middleton is an NBA champion. They're a destination now. Now, I'm not saying they're the Miami Heat. I'm not saying they're the Lakers. I'm not saying they're the Knicks. I'm not saying. What I'm saying is, though, if you're a veteran, you got a chance to go play with the team right now. Milwaukee's on your consideration list. Like, if you're a veteran that's for a chip in the East, you gonna go to Boston with uncertainty in Boston? No. Are you gonna go to Miami? No. Are you gonna go to Philadelphia? God, no. You might go to Milwaukee though. You don't think Milwaukee can attract some free agents?
No. And this is why I vehemently disagree with you.
Okay.
And he got a word count.
You know what I'm saying? The reason why I disagree with you is because destinations are destinations that motherfuckers go to vacation. Niggas don't say, hey, bro, I'm going to Milwaukee this summer. I don't give a damn how many times.
I don't buy that. I don't buy that. I don't buy that.
So,
I'm sorry. I just don't.
Okay,
I don't buy that, man.
Hey, Shetzer, you got the iPad up. Can you do a search real quick and tell me all of the past 10 NBA champions?
What does that have to do with anything?
That has a lot to do with a lot.
What is that? What is your point?
Okay, my point is this. What veteran free agent went to Cleveland to go play with LeBron? With LeBron.
What veteran free agent? Richard Jefferson went to play with LeBron. Channing Frye.
my point is that cities are the real reason why.
You said last 10 years?
Last 10. Cities are the primary reason why.
What was
Golden
Golden State? What was Golden State before they started winning
State,
championships?
Golden State, San Antonio.
What was Golden State before? What was Golden State before they started winning championships?
No, you're 100%.
Michael Finley,
But Golden State's
Michael
in
Finley,
California.
Michael
Niggas want to
Finley,
go live in Cali.
Michael Finley. Michael Finley went to San Antonio.
Did Finley win the chip?
I believe Michael Finley won a chip in San Antonio.
Did he? He might have. He might have. But Michael Finley isn't a swing player. He's not the guy that gets you. If you're talking about, oh, we saw Michael Finley, boy, we about to win this. Come on, Manny.
You know what? You know what, Manny? I agree with you.
Y'all crazy.
Destination?
Y'all crazy.
I think shit, Manny. I'm trying to speak for you here.
Listen, no one is sitting here saying
destination is
Milwaukee
Giannis.
is going to replace Miami as a destination, as a hot spot.
Giannis is the destination.
Exactly. Yes.
They want to play with Giannis. I want to play with Giannis. I want to play with Giannis before I play with LeBron. I don't feel the pressure that I don't feel with Giannis that I felt with LeBron. So I think that
I want to play with Chris Middleton, a closer.
Yeah, I think that this team would allow you the room to be you as opposed to playing with LeBron.
I want to play with Drew Holiday, the best two-way guard in the league. In the East, that's wide open outside of the Nets. And who knows with the Nets? They might trade Kyrie.
Drew been through a lot of shit.
Ain't nobody trading no Kyrie Irving.
Like off the court, on the court.
Okay. You don't think Milwaukee benefits at all from this?
No.
Milwaukee benefits as a city because now they can say in the last 10 years that they won a championship as a city. Outside of that, there's no.
You don't think they build any equity at all. You don't think so you are Andre Iguodala out there. I'm gonna just use him as an example. I'm not saying him specifically, but just using a type like that. And you're a veteran and you're looking just to win championships right now. And you're looking around the landscape. Outside of maybe the Lakers and who else? Milwaukee is a destination right now if you're a veteran trying to hang on and win a chip. Are you going to Philly? I don't think you're going to Philly, right? Are you going to Miami? To who? To play with Tyler Hero? Where are you going?
I think they'll take a 1-year contract to play with Giannis just because Giannis to me makes.
Now I could be wrong.
You are wrong.
Okay.
Which is the reason why I say pull up the last 10 champions.
I think when he's a free agent, that's going to be what we talking about.
When you can win, you'll play anywhere. When you can win, you'll play anywhere. I don't buy that shit. I don't buy that destination shit. If you can win a championship, you'll play anywhere. Half of the time, these niggas don't even live in the city they play in.
Because of the markets, and you want to be in a big market city, so you can do. They're looking at off the court stuff as far as endorsements and stuff like that. Big market is what they always scream. That's why they talk about Zion getting out already. Is because he needs to be in a bigger market. So that is substantial.
So do you think Lou will want to go play in Milwaukee?
I would think so. Yeah. And I say that
if you're Lou Will and you're trying to win a championship,
if you get Lou Will on this team for 1 year, he signed a 1-year deal. He's close to the championship.
Would Marcus Smart want to come up here?
Marcus Smart would too. He's been in Boston all summer.
Spencer Dinwiddie, he's going to choose Milwaukee over.
No, he would stay in Brooklyn. Just based off the team.
Man, Brooklyn been a 4-strap.
Listen, y'all.
They would have won a championship.
Yeah, first of all, y'all got to understand how the NBA players are going to look at this title. And I think they're going to look at it. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to disrespect the guys on their night.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Whoever said that, who said that? Aldrin James, you're 100% right. Bobby Porter's about to get paid. He got the mic in the finals. If you get the hold of the mic,
this is their J.R. Smith.
Yeah, if you get the hold of the mic, then you done made some money.
Do you think Jarrett Allen wants to come to Milwaukee?
Nobody wants to go to Milwaukee, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking at free agents coming up this year.
Oh, okay. So then go to Miami and lose in the second round then. Like, to me, right now, you got a 26-year-old superstar who just cemented himself. I'm throwing a city out there. What is a destination right now? Right now, the NBA players are gonna. Outside of Brooklyn and LA.
Yes, it's Brooklyn. That's where
Both LA
everybody's
teams,
gonna go.
though. Both LA teams, not just
But
one.
Brooklyn is capped out. So you're literally going there on the veteran minimum. So you're literally saying, okay, I just
but that's why.
with,
But that's what makes it a destination. When a motherfucker say, I'm gonna leave $12 million on the table because I know I can win a chip.
But you don't think people will do that in Milwaukee now that they've established themselves?
No,
as
because they're gonna
team?
look at this shit as a fluke title.
Man, come on, man. Stop it.
I'm telling you, Manny. I'm telling you what I know. They are, man.
Like the players are gonna say that because everybody's saying like if Brooklyn was healthy, they wouldn't be there.
So let me ask. Okay, Nicholas Batum, you think he's gonna leave the Clippers for Milwaukee?
I hope not for Milwaukee.
I don't know if he is or he isn't, but I
Reggie
would.
Jackson.
If I was Nicholas Batum, I would.
But nah, he wouldn't have a role on this one.
He'd be back. He'd be Jeff T.
I mean, there are players, but I just don't think it's going to be a like.
Listen,
I just don't see a lot of like. Of course, there will be players like.
There will be veterans that will go there. There will be veterans. Now, you telling me Dame Lillard is gonna? If Dame Lillard was a free agent right now, is he signing in Milwaukee? No, probably not.
Is Victor Oladipo going to Milwaukee?
Nigga, Victor Oladipo has bigger fish to fry. Stay healthy. For one. Victor Oladipo might be playing in Japan or China in a couple years at this rate.
Is PJ Tucker coming back?
Funny part is D-Book got to get on the plane with Drew and Middleton in like 2 days. I wonder what the conversation's going to be like on that flight.
That's going to be crazy.
What happened?
M-Tron Z was saying that they got to be on the plane with Drew, and he got to be on the plane with Drew and Middleton.
I think one thing we gotta take into we got to take into account, and people kind of was talking about it earlier, is that, and I think Shelton, you may have brought it up in the past, is that the Bucks have been so battle tested, regardless of how this thing played out over the last couple of years, that they've been through a lot of adversity. Because this is their first round in the playoffs, and they get to the finals. They may not even get back to the finals next year. They might not get back to the playoffs. Yeah. But
oh man, stop.
But I'm just saying, if CP comes back, they'll probably go to the playoffs. But next year could be completely different. In their mind, they think they're going to go to the finals again. But shit, they may not. They may go on in the first or second round.
Yeah. How about if you look at it from this perspective, Ken? But how about if you look at it from this perspective, right? Giannis, whatever you may think about him right now, Giannis might come back next year with a championship, more motivated, more with a bigger bag, quote unquote, whatever, right? More motivated to prove like, yo, I'm really that nigga now. Chris Middleton is a champion. Drew Holiday is a champion. You don't think that team's going to be motivated and with this experience to keep going? And then depending on what they add in free agency, what they add, if they keep Bobby Portis, if they add some veterans, to just say like, oh, Milwaukee will never get back here. I don't know what's going to happen. Like, everybody's just assuming that there's a Golden State in the East that's just going to literally, you could just pencil them in. I don't know what the Nets are going to look like next year. And even if they look like the same team, okay, KD's a year older. Kyrie, who the hell knows? He might decide not even to play basketball next year. Who the fuck knows? James Harden isn't exactly a beacon of hard work and dedication. Like, how do we know?
Is a beacon of 50-point triple doubles though.
Oh yeah, he got a bag, but where's his championship? I forgot. My bad.
It would have been this year until he got hurt.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Would have been.
DeMar DeRozan going to Milwaukee?
If Anthony Davis would have been healthy, we would have been in the final. But it is what it is.
Right. No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
But I can't sit here and be like, oh well, if this would have happened, okay, a lot of ifs would have happened. A lot of ifs in NBA history. But guess what?
But those things do matter though, regardless of whatever the reality is, because it provides context to the outcomes that we're witnessing.
But Ken, if we do that, then let's do that for every if in NBA history. If
I can't hear it. What'd you say?
If I'm saying you can do that to every championship in any championship in history of the NBA. If Tim Donaghy wasn't fixing games, allegedly, the Kings probably beat the Lakers in 2002 and win a championship.
We're talking about injuries, though. We're not talking about playing.
But I'm saying you can say that about anything. You can say that about injuries. You can say that about officiating. You can say that about coaching decisions. Whatever. You can say that about anything.
But
it is what it is.
No. But specific to this title, the Raptors title, the Warriors' first title, we're talking about injuries that led to different results in those series, in that NBA season. Those other things are just byproducts of the game that play out in the regular season, playoffs, et cetera, et cetera. But when you have significant injuries to the degree to key players,
these are star players.
Yeah, these are star players. They have way more impact than coaching decisions because it affects series in a more dramatic way.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I just to harp on if this or if that, like, what is the point of that? At the end of the day, we're here. The Bucks are the champions. Let's deal in reality. We can sit here all day and talk about ifs and ifs and ifs and ifs and ifs and ifs and ifs. Okay,
because
it's irrelevant.
It does matter. It matters, but at the end of the day, injuries to key players, to Harden and Kyrie, the only thing that benefited were the Bucks. And they won a title. And Giannis got his. And his career is solidified. Congratulations to him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we just got to talk about it. People still say that shit about the Raptors. If Klay Thompson wasn't hurt, if KD wasn't hurt, he wouldn't have got that title.
Yeah. But they got it. But they're a champion, man. I'm not in
this whole time. Is why didn't LeBron tweet out the games after Chris Paul lost?
So wait, hold on.
He just now tweeted out like harassing Giannis and all that shit. He was tweeting out every game that Chris Paul was winning, like, oh, you got 2 more to go. Yeah. He ain't say shit after that.
Because they ain't won anymore. But hold on, super chat. Well, I'll come back to that. Go ahead.
Let me get all these super chats off because we got some good ones in here. Alex Campbell, what's happening? Alex said it's about fit. No team except for healthy Brooklyn is a juggernaut, really. Presto T with the super chat. Appreciate you. Much love to Presto T as always. You always come. Appreciate you, man. Really like all the live streams this season. Those 2 a.m. first round streams all the way to the end. Shout out to y'all, man.
Hey, we appreciate you, man.
Hey, we appreciate all y'all.
Y'all have no idea how, man, those things are rough.
Yeah. And to do all the other stuff there, that is a lot. I appreciate y'all for hanging in there.
Get the fuck up. What am I doing, man?
Let's
turn this shit off. Look at remote over there. See, I'm going to be like me. I'm going to get the fuck out of here, too.
The last...
It's been fun, y'all.
The last Onyx...
We bringing it back to the motherland.
The last Onyx said, if the Suns won, would you still have called it a fluke? Giannis would be the new face of the league.
Oh, that's a lie. But he would not be the new face of the league. But, yeah. Because I think we cannot, because even tonight, we were saying that, and you added Jamal Murray. We were saying that AD got hurt. Man, he just said it too. AD got hurt. Then Jamal Murray got hurt. And then Kawhi got hurt. Come on, man. Like, the path got easier for both teams. So regardless of who won,
make up 20 points.
Yeah. Nonetheless, that's why I don't think the title come back to the motherland.
Hey, y'all know what we got? This is the place for sports opinions to lie.
Yep.
I'm your host, Shelby Jones. We got Kid in the building. We got Nick in the building. We got Beezy on Thursday.
Here's what I want to do.
We got the hater in the back.
7. We got Manny. We had Q before he dipped out.
And now we out, goddamn it.
Yeah. We got one more super chat from Joshua Jericho. Apollo Sock, he said CP to the Bucks. Oh, yeah, no.
CP going to the Lakers.
Yeah, CP is going to the Lakers.
Fuck no. Keep CP3 away from my fucking franchise.
CP3, or you saying that now until he gets to the
shooter, he want 100 mil.
Yeah, I would take CP.
Nah, goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Chris, goodbye. That's what happened to Crowder.
Hey, Chris said,
you already won the title.
Chris with the super chat said, you're not slandering CP?
Oh, that's Thursday.
No.
Well,
Thursday.
I think we've been ready for him out. Yeah.
The greatest leader in the NBA.
And I said that he blown more 2-0 leads than come on now. Y'all gotta watch the whole stream.
Kev Timothy said Shane Bucks and Giannis won the title. Y'all talking about everything else with that.
Because nobody give a fuck about the Bucks winning the
title.
That's what I keep trying to tell you.
I'm talking about it now. Best player in the league. He not 3.
Yeah,
He not 2.
hey,
He
y'all.
number
Hey, y'all.
1.
Giannis got a championship
He
before
ain't better
James
than
Harden.
KD. He ain't better than
Nobody give a fuck
We ain't
about
talking about
this
them niggas like
You know what? I don't want to disrespect the Bucks tonight. Just they're not.
Yeah, we not.
You've been disrespected.
Giannis got a
Y'all keep doing this
Giannis
to
got
me.
a championship before
down.
James
And
Harden. That's
Chill
crazy.
by 24 says, so it's people's fault that Kyrie gets hurt every other playoff. He got hurt in 2015, 2018 with Boston, and this year, dude is not reliable. I said the same thing, man. It's scary to me when you think about. You talk about how great
We
Kyrie
said James
is.
Harden too.
You talk about how great Kawhi is.
Yeah.
Those guys are not reliable. I don't think I would want Kawhi
So
on my
that's
team.
gonna
I
be
would
that,
want
so
Kyrie
that
on my
that's
team.
gonna be the face of the league.
Yep.
That's gonna be the face of the
That's
league.
gonna be the face of the league.
Cage Ragnarok said, I see Ken's point. Golden State was never able to beat a fully healthy team in the finals.
I be watching this shit. But here's what I want. So LeBron, of course, LeBron, he got to be PC. He's gonna congratulate the Bucks. But he wasn't saying shit about Giannis.
No, he wouldn't.
He just.
He wouldn't.
This is what I'm telling y'all. Nope. I ain't gonna
Save it Thursday.
ain't gonna shit on the Bucks.
We got
Ain't gonna
Thursday.
shit on the Bucks.
Let them have their night. We gonna, hey, congratulations,
Giannis.
Giannis is the best player in the league right now.
I wouldn't.
And
You know, you know how big Giannis is going to be after this championship? Giannis is going to be on every talk show. Giannis is going to be on the Tonight Show, Jimmy Kimmel. He's going to be on every goddamn talk show in America. Good Morning America. Like, Giannis is going to blow up off this shit.
Manny, I think the NBA will try to push him again as they did the first time. I'm going to get on my Stephen A. Smith shit.
I'm sure you're going to apologize.
Oh,
I ain't apologize.
Don't do that. Don't do that, nigga. Don't do that, nigga. Don't do that.
Bro, put the cup down. Hey, this is it. We gonna get this.
Ain't no shit on the man. Hey, you know what? Ain't no shit on the man. You know what? Congratulations, Giannis.
Don't do that, kid.
But I'm coming.
Thursday.
Don't do that, Ken. Don't do that, Ken. Hey, I love my podcast. Don't do that, Ken. You gonna have Dead End Media canceled by Thursday. Don't do that shit.
All right, I'll hold my tongue. I'm gonna drink the last.
Yeah, hold your tongue, man. Giannis got a whole continent behind him, bro. Don't do that shit. Please don't.
Shout out to y'all for joining us throughout this whole playoffs. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate the super chats. Y'all definitely helping us out. It's all love over here.
And we'll be back, of course. We'll be back on the stage, man. So no more streams, but we'll be back to our normal, regular yelling and all the other shit.
We're gonna stream a couple of USA.
We're gonna stream probably the draft.
Yeah, maybe the draft, but
maybe some
I ain't doing that.
games. Yeah. You know, me and B.
I ain't doing that USA shit. The USA basketball, y'all crazy.
Why not some of the USA? I say USA.
We coming back on Thursday?
That shit whack.
Hey, let me.
Yeah, we'll be on Thursday.
What about streaming a TBT game too? Y'all been watching that?
It's like the Drew League program.
That thing is nice, man.
Who gonna watch that shit?
Y'all, hey, in the chat, are y'all watching the TBT?
No. And they're real basketball fans, they are.
Yeah, because you got players that play. That play, major college basketball in that tournament.
He trying to water down the
This ain't blue magic, nigga.
Hey, all I know is we like a month and a half away from college football, baby.
Oh yeah, and I think college football and the Delta. All right, we'll catch y'all next time.